At the perfect seat.
First stop to the next stop. Covering all your sports info. You step in and stand clear.
Let's go. Don't stop.
You got Super Dave, Coach Kirk,
Sir.
and Todd the Magnificent.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Where the world of hip hop and sports live.
Here we go. Here we go. Good afternoon, y'all. We are live and direct. It is Monday, May 6th. Happy Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Sure
It
you're
is
right.
Super Dave along with Coach Kirk,
You know it like a poet.
Serge the Sports Star,
What's happening?
the living fossil
Like the relic.
in the building, Todd the Magnificent.
In the building, ready to go.
All right, y'all. We here 4:30 to 6:30. We got some basketball things to get off our chest. The Knicks bought it home. I had to go to Philly and make sure they came back with the W. I'm happy to be back. I was trying to do game 5, but they sold out. But I know a guy told me we could do game 7. So
That's if it go there, man.
it's going a couple of games, but
Yeah.
listen, if you're interested, you'll need to get at me. It's fully refundable if it don't go game 7.
Game
all right?
5 is already sold out.
Game 5 is sold out.
Damn.
And maybe you don't think it's gonna be a game 5. You feel a sweep?
Nah, it's going
No, I ain't saying no.
All
sweep.
All
I
right,
ain't
no
saying
doubt,
all
no
that.
doubt. I'm glad we on page with that. But all right, so let's go, fellas.
Before we start, can I say one thing?
Absolutely.
The refs suck. That's all I gotta say.
I thought that was gonna be a topic of a long conversation.
I thought that was a given.
Is that
Still,
short and
They
sweet?
still suck.
We got a whole 2 hours, and that's all you got?
We could do a whole 2 hours on the rest
You
of
think
shit,
not?
man.
You
Shit.
think not?
Yeah.
You think not? Oh my God.
All right, so in the beginning, okay, got my LeBron pill. All right, in the beginning. Yeah, okay, let's get at it. The teams that got
Bounce.
that, is going fishing. The Clippers, and I believe
Good riddance.
me and the Sports Star and the Magnificent said that Mavericks were going to send the Clippers fishing. Coach Kurt, I believe he owes us all like 3 cups of water.
Yeah, there's some water right there.
All right.
There's some water right in there.
Don't worry about it. We need, on a hot day, we need to be served.
Oh, okay.
Just put some ice in it.
I got
All
you.
right.
I got
I want a bottle of Tito's for somebody.
you.
Another LeBron fan and a Clippers fan. The Lakers got bounced, and then they bounced their coach.
And the host entire staff.
Well, that was coming. They don't usually keep the staff when they
No,
get
Well,
Scapegoat.
yeah, but Phil
Scapegoat.
Handy was at Cleveland, and I think he was at Miami too. I think.
Yeah,
and
that's what
LeBron
already
wanted them
left.
both.
LeBron ain't. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
That's what I heard today.
No.
At least.
What
That's
were you
what-
gonna
No,
say?
I'm not gonna
LeBron not the
say-
GM?
I'm not gonna say he's not calling the shots anymore, but I won't say that because he's still. That's one of the reasons why he left Miami, right?
exposed him.
Pat Riley told him, "You're not the GM. You're
Right.
not running this show."
Right. Well, he
That's why
they
left.
he
thought
wanted
he wanted exposure there. He wanted to fire.
right.
Pat Riley said, "You're not the GM. You ain't running this show."
Right.
That's why he left.
hmm
You know what I mean?
He did
So,
say that. Yeah.
right. But it is what it is. They just use him as a scapegoat.
How you feel about that though? I mean, them using Darvin Ham. He got to the playoffs twice.
Oh,
He
well,
won the in-game, the first inaugural
Right,
in-game kickoff.
right. You went to the conference championship last year.
That should be a good trivia
That's,
question.
you won, like you said, the in-game tournament,
He's the
your
first
second
coach
year.
to get the hee-ho.
and then you're gonna fire him after that because you didn't look who you played against both times. You played
Yeah,
against the
both
best team in
times, right.
basketball. So you blame that on the coach?
Oh, well,
You
just
know
a
what I mean?
second. They was the best team last year, and they are the defending champions.
Right.
But let's see if they can make it, because how the West was won is going to be epic, I believe.
Yeah, it definitely is. They're in trouble right now. They're in trouble right now because they throwing 3 guys at this guy, Jokic. He looked dead tired the last game by the fourth quarter. He looked dead tired. They got three big men to throw at him. If they don't play DeAndre Jordan,
Right.
they in trouble. They got to give him at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot.
Well, you
2 minutes
better
a
do
quarter.
something.
Depending on the league.
You better do something. You
Right.
better put him in to spell that man because he got 3 bodies coming at him.
That's true.
You better do something.
That's true.
Or you're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They got to win tonight. I feel.
Oh yeah, they have to.
They have to.
They
win
did their
tonight.
job already.
Right.
They won the
got
first
the
game.
split.
They got
Truth
one.
Truth
got
be
the
told,
split.
he was tired, but Jamal Murray didn't do anything.
Nope, he didn't
He
either.
was a total ghost, and I don't expect that to happen again. He's gonna bring his level up, and if he does, Minnesota won that game, but they could have easily lost that game.
Yeah, I
that
thought
game was tight.
I thought Nas Reed
Yeah, that's
played-
the other thing. Now
played
Reed
great
his
for
butt off.
them, man.
But well, you got to look at when you look at the matchups, they're bigger in every position.
Sure.
Minnesota,
Yes,
every
they are.
position on the floor,
Mhm.
they're bigger than them. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be tough. It's great. It's gonna be a great. So I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
back and enjoy this. But I really don't have a rooting interest.
No,
So
I don't
can
either.
sit, I can sit back and enjoy it.
Are you
And watch-
sure?
and
Because
watch good
according
basketball.
to the way you was responding to how bad the refs were sucking,
The
it looked
refs-
like
the
you
refs
was
are
rooting for
Well, he was
Minnesota
talking
to get it
about
done.
overall.
Refs are horrible.
Hey, overall.
We- like you said, we could do a 2-hour thing on the refs. They're horrible.
What you think
You know.
over there?
No, every week, like you said, every game they're
Mhm.
gonna do something wrong. They're horrible.
Mm.
I don't now looking at them now, they could easily be a one and done, one championship and done team now.
Okay.
There's still a lot of games to play. Now they gotta earn the split in
Minnesota.
Minnesota. They gotta
Right.
earn that split. If they don't earn that split, it's over.
Well,
But
they
they could just as easily turn around and win the next 3 games.
that's
Right.
true. It
They're
could
They're
happen.
that good.
They
No,
are
they're
good.
No, they are. But
You saying one and done? Like
I said they could easily be one and
I
done
don't
right
think
now.
it's that easily.
So
The series ain't done yet.
no, the series not
Far
far
from.
far
I
from.
do,
Far
I
from.
do think that he needs to play those 2 backup guys. What is it? Watson and what's the other
And
dude?
Braun.
And Braun. They need to play and use him on Edwards. Use them as a defensive guys on Edwards. So Murray don't have to play him. Or well, they was using Pope on him.
Yeah, I
Both
think
more.
so.
Right. So
Murray
Edwards,
can't do nothing with him.
Right.
Don't put him on it.
nah.
Too
Well,
small.
Edwards did. I mean, Murray
And
didn't score the
Pope
first
and-
half,
and-
right?
No, he didn't.
He scored 17 in the second
Yeah,
half.
Second half.
But
And Pope
That's what I'm
and
saying.
Pope.
You can't expect them to
You-
play that
and-
kind of
and-
game again.
Yeah.
no,
and-
exactly. What's going on, man?
well, you hope not. You hope not.
We got one of
I
our
mean,
brothers
if he's
in
seriously
the building
hurt, then
here.
it don't make a difference because
Right.
they're not gonna win if he's hurt. But if he,
But see, now this is the funny thing what you just said, Serge. They said he was hurt against the Lakers, but
Right.
it didn't, but he did his thing against the Lakers.
right.
So I don't want them to say he's hurt now if they lose to Minnesota. I don't want that to
Right.
be an excuse.
Well, he's not
but the-
saying
but
it.
the
You know what I'm
difference
saying?
is the Lakers don't play the kind of defense that
well,
Minnesota
yeah.
does.
That's true
Well,
too.
And also the difference is it's not so much the defense.
And they're not a bunch of old.
Right.
It ain't so much the defense.
Like the Lakers.
It's the
are.
defense he has to play now because you got
And that's
horses.
the other difference.
You got horses now.
Right.
Right.
You don't
You're
have
playing against
you
horses
don't have
now.
nobody on Anthony Edwards level playing on the front court
On-
for the
right.
Lakers.
Right.
Nobody.
Here's a good question. How Edwards is 22 or 23,
22.
22.
and
That year make a difference, huh?
he's running like a stallion. Yeah, it does. That means he got more years to run. Right? So
They'll be running faster next year.
pretty much. I mean, y'all are right. I guess like I understand like in the playoffs you might shorten your bench, but when you have somebody creating problems for you, you need to utilize your bench and just try to throw obstacles at this person to slow him up.
The
I would
thing is,
definitely put that kid, like you said, Braun on. He got to play
I
because
don't,
he's
I don't think Edwards is the problem. Like Coach said, Nas Reed had a hell
Oh,
of a
he
game.
killed him.
If
man.
you can slow down the rest of them,
Right.
You can let
Anthony Edwards
do
go
his
for
thing.
50 and you can still beat them.
He has to play the other big men. On Nets, on Denver, got to play.
yeah. He
Who,
does.
DeAndre Jordan?
He definitely
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, he like he said, he did say that. Yeah, he said it.
You can't throw 3 guys.
Right. That was,
Well,
he
shout out
did
to-
get them in trial trouble because
Shout out
of,
to our boy G Money Greg Erskine in the building, sharing the love on his expertise.
You say you don't think Towns is gonna play? Gonna do good?
Towns got in foul trouble.
He got a foul trouble. He still scored 20 points.
Right.
Yeah,
He still scored 20
but
points.
it wasn't. It
and a lot of
wasn't.
those fouls
Yeah, but
wasn't
it wasn't-
fouls.
he
It wasn't a big
right.
20 points.
He wasn't a factor that Nas Reed
Yes.
and Edwards were.
Yeah, but he came in.
But-
He came in at
and-
one point. I think in the third quarter, he hit about 3 baskets in a row.
Yeah.
He did bring
Yeah,
them.
he
He
did.
did bring them
But-
back.
by the same token, he was in foul trouble.
Mhm.
You
Right.
could get him in foul trouble.
Yeah, he's stupid.
You could get Rudy in foul trouble.
Yep.
If
They're not
if
disciplined defense.
Right.
Those two guys.
I mean, they're good defenders, but like he said, they're not that disciplined
No.
where you can't get them in trouble.
I think
Well,
you said something.
not
when
a lot-
When what's name shot a 3, and he jumping out
He's
at
an
him and
idiot.
run right
He's an
into.
idiot.
You know
All
you
you
got
gotta do is jump straight in the air.
right.
Why are you lunging towards him?
I think he
All
did.
you got-
Did he foul out that
No,
time?
that
He
was the
didn't
one
foul.
they didn't call.
But he got
No,
five.
he get
He
called
got
for that.
five. He got five at
He
fifth
got
foul
five.
on
Yeah,
that
he got
on
fifth
that
foul. He
on
didn't
that
foul
play.
out.
He got.
fifth. Why would you lunge at the guy instead of just jumping straight up?
Put your hand straight up.
Just
You
straight
6'11",
up.
man.
You
Come
just
on.
jump straight up. Let him shoot over you. You don't got to lunge at the guy. A lot of these guys, when I'm watching, a lot of these guys, the defense is terrible.
Yeah, it's just.
I don't know. All right, I understand you're a professional. I grant it. You're supposed to know this game.
Right.
You came up through the high school, through the college range, they teach you. I don't think you stop teaching when you get to the pros.
You
if
don't.
You're a good coach.
No. You
Because these
always
guys,
learn now.
all these guys, if you watch them, they play with their hands. They don't play with their feet.
Right.
Everybody got to touch the guy, touch the
Mhm.
guy, touch the guy. Now, what's your call? And I mentioned it. Jokic could get called for offensive foul every time he get the ball.
He put his
He
arm
push
out.
off with that. He don't
Yeah.
just put it up. He push off with it
Mhm.
every single time he get the ball.
They don't call
He
it.
put. They won't call it.
They don't call it.
They won't call. But he push off every single time.
Yeah, they don't
Every
call it.
single time.
I agree with you
Well,
with that.
But
That-
when you
that-
playing defense, as far as you, okay, when you first get the position on a guy and you get your balance, you touch him, you shouldn't have to touch him no more. Move your
You
feet
should-
side to side.
But what?
Why
what-
these guys keep grabbing with their hands?
but what
You
about the
for-
guy who's not that good lateral movement?
Sitting on the bench.
He's going to be exposed. Yeah, exactly. He's going to be exposed.
He says.
He's going to be exposed because that keep grabbing. Eventually, the ref's going to call it. How long you think he's going to let you keep, touching the
Right.
guy?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I wanna go back to when we talk about the refs sucking,
Back in the day.
and no, we talk
Oh, okay.
about when the Lakers was playing Denver,
Yeah.
and they challenged the call, and Jokic was trying to drive, and Anthony Edwards put his arm on him, and they reversed the call, saying that it was some type of contact, and
Oh, that
they
new
over-
word they using?
and they
Well, marginal
overturned the
di-
call.
marginal,
Right.
Marginal
That
contact, something
Yeah,
like
when
that.
it
Yeah.
I was like, look up this word.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
Like-
we got this marginal contact now. So I don't know when that just started
Yo,
to seem like
let
the
me-
playoffs.
I'm gonna wait till K when another guy get in here. K get here. I'm gonna ask him a
Well,
question
he's a ref
because
right,
the guy I was watching a video and this guy was talking about. He said, "Yo, look it up in the rule book," and the guy said, "If you fall on the floor, you can roll all the way over half court, and it ain't walking. It ain't traveling." He said, "The minute you get up, it's traveling, or try to get up, is traveling
with the ball.
with the ball."
Yeah, when you
Well,
get up, it's travel.
Right.
think-
As soon as you get up, it's traveling.
I think
But you can roll on the floor all the way from one side to the other side of the half court, and it
And they
won't be.
call until you. Till you
He
try to
said,
get
"Look it up." Because he
So
was
you
talking
can-
to the coach. He said, "Look it up, coach." He said, "It's in the rule book." He says, "You can roll all you want." He said, "The minute you get up, then it's traveling." And I was like, wait a minute, I never heard that.
That's probably now because I don't think it was ever like that. But
Well, yeah, a lot of stuff now.
now you can
yeah,
take 5
you can
steps. and
you
it's
can
not
do
a
the
walk,
two
so
the
it don't
two
matter.
step both ways
To
and
me,
then
if you got the
traveling.
ball in your hand rolling on the floor, they got to call traveling. I can't see how you.
But I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask my man when he get
So-
here, because I've never heard that. before.
So
So if you grab the rebound and roll all the way to the other end and shoot it, you're good.
Or pass.
well, if you're gonna shoot from on the floor,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what he-
Just
that's what the
throw it
guy
up,
said.
you're good.
well,
that's
here
what the guy
goes
said.
could go the whole
something
court
crazy.
slowly.
So
That-
it's a team sport.
Right.
What on
That's
earth
crazy.
would make you want to pass the ball to somebody? And you should be called for travel if you could get up. You gotta keep the ball. Why would you give it to a teammate?
Well, that's
Does
just.
that make,
I mean, it's
but
just
does
yeah.
that sort of make sense? You on the floor. I mean, you get up, and then you need to get it, pass it,
What's the same thing
call
like?
a timeout.
Okay, it's the same thing like when they taking the ball out and they let it roll up the court, and they usually pick it up over half court or whatever. The clock don't start until
No,
then,
nobody
right?
touch the
Right.
ball.
So
Somebody
then
gotta touch
wait, when does the so I guess the 5 seconds doesn't come into
The
it's
8
5
seconds.
8 seconds.
well
don't
that
start
don't
until
come
you
into
touch the
play
ball.
till you
Right.
touch the ball.
24 seconds is running.
But the
No.
5 seconds from when you got to inbounce the ball.
The clock is
You
not
that's-
gotta
on the
get in.
period.
You gotta get in.
As long as you
I
got,
don't
he
even
got
think
it in
the
play.
24
Right, he got
Just
it in
nobody
play.
touched it.
Right.
Why?
Once you let the ball
That's
go.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't call it.
No,
I think they should change that.
No, I think it's when you touch the ball
Yeah.
inbounds when the 24 seconds start. The
Well,
whole
Yeah, because the clock's
all
not
clocks
moving.
Okay.
start
Yeah.
as soon as you
Right.
touch it.
Right.
Because before then, Because you could throw the ball
So you
and they
got-
could roll out of bounds and there'll be no time off the
Ain't
clock.
no
'cause
time
nobody
off the
touched it.
clock.
Right.
Right, because I seen LeBron do it. They rolled the ball. He let the ball come over half court, and it came
A
like
lot of
maybe
people do that.
it came like almost up to the 3-point line. He tried to pick it up and hit his foot and went out of bounds.
I've seen a lot
And
of
I'm
people
sitting
do
there
that.
like, oh shit.
They all play that game.
You know.
But
Yeah.
I
you
don't
know
know.
what I don't understand about that? You know that's what they want to do. Why don't you put somebody up on the
Put
guy
some pressure on
and,
it
and let
and
him
make
pick
him
up the
pick it up.
ball?
Right.
Exactly. Come on now.
Right.
Jesus Christ, I hate that. I really do. That's one thing that
Yeah.
pisses me off watching the guy roll the ball out and nobody.
And everybody just standing there
Yeah.
looking
like
at
they all
him.
getting their breath, I guess. It's like, oh, I'm tired. I'm not gonna.
Well,
fall.
I seen that
Let
happen
him
one
roll.
time. What you call him did that. What's his name? Harden did that, and they took the ball.
Right. Yeah, I saw
I
that.
remember that.
I
time
saw
he
that.
did
And he didn't even run back.
yeah, no,
He
he
didn't
didn't.
run back.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Right. I remember
He's-
that.
Gave it up.
Didn't even
Yeah,
run back.
Nope, didn't even go back to play defense.
I would have pulled him right then and there if I
Well,
was a coach.
speaking of Harden, he's going fishing. So the list of old stars in the league keep growing and growing and growing. So
KD
What is he gonna do? He coming back there next year?
Harden.
All the older
Right.
stars
They all
are not are gone
They all-
in the playoffs right now. They all gone.
I think the funniest thing you hear about the coaches, the Lakers is dumb. I tell you, they're dumb. They talk about they want to try to get Tyrone Lue.
or JJ Redick.
Yeah, but they want to try to get Tyrone Lue. I'm sticking with him. They had a chance to get him before they got this guy who they just fired, but they only wanted to give him a 2-year contract instead of a 5-year contract, and they wanted to pick all his coaches. They didn't want him to pick the coaches. They wanted to pick the coaches. So what did he do? He goes to the Clippers to get his 5-year contract and pick his coaches, and now you're trying to lure him from the Clippers?
Right.
How dumb are you?
Yeah, I know. They
How dumb are you? Then you get this guy who got no coaching experience. You know what I'm saying? You pick his coaches. I don't know who picked his coaches or whatever.
Probably
You,
LeBron.
you get rid of him, right? You get rid of him, and now you're trying to get this guy.
Try to
When
get him
you
back.
could have had Lou.
Pay
You know-
close attention.
You know what I mean?
I took the pill.
You know,
All right?
Yeah.
I just
They
I
idiot.
Another one?
I just took the
he,
pill.
he just swallowed it.
No.
They idiots. They idiots. You know what
I
I'm
got some
saying?
more there.
I
If you
know.
want, man.
But you know that
They
they was
idiot.
trying to go on the
Be
cheap.
easy, coach. I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they
But how you doing?
They,
But
they don't. They're
not
not.
a-
Trying, you got a $1 billion roster because you got
Right.
3 guys you
Right.
paying
Right.
exorbitant money.
Right.
So you try
You
to
don't
go
wanna-
cheap
you
on the
don't wanna
But-
coaches
pay the
tab.
coaches, right.
but
You
you're
don't
gonna
pay the coaches.
but you're gonna do that with Tyrone Lue?
Right.
He's the most established guy out there.
Right.
Why would you try to do that with him?
Because they don't want to pay.
Yeah, well,
They don't
now-
want to
now-
pay.
now-
They don't want to
now-
pay the coaches big
right
money.
now look at the position you're in.
Right.
Now look at the position you're in.
Right. They just
You know
signed.
what I
Jason
mean?
Kidd just re-signed, and they said the Clippers are going to try to get sign it.
Yeah, they did
Luke-
say they were gonna try to keep
Right.
him.
To extend
And
his
it's
deal.
funny they did
Because
bring
they
up
know that people gonna
Right.
come
They know the
after
Right.
Lakers.
So
want him.
so
Right.
yeah, so
That's why the
you just
Mavericks signed
what
Kidd.
you did it just made people more money
Right.
because now they know you're desperate. You're trying to come out of coach.
Right.
Now they mention a name,
They're gonna have.
and I want to see this happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Who?
Who you think? There you go.
They ain't gonna happen.
There
Really?
You, no,
I
yes,
didn't
they
hear
did.
that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
I
did.
heard it.
Listen.
I heard
Yes,
it.
they did.
Kenny Atkinson, if they want you for that Laker job, take it. I want to see what you could do.
Kenny Anderson ain't getting that job.
He's up there.
They-
I know
they
he's
talking
up there.
about Kenny
I know they
Atkinson.
talking
Another
about.
name you
That's
hear.
Oh, desperate
He's up
time
there.
call for
Right.
Budenholzer
But you gotta
too.
you gotta stop
Yeah.
getting puppets for LeBron.
Right.
You gotta stop getting puppets.
No,
for
he
him.
don't want a senior guy.
No, of course he don't.
He don't want a senior guy
Of
because he
course
want to
doesn't.
control
He wanna do-
everything.
exactly.
I
Get him
know
out of
with JJ Redick.
it, you know? They said that's why
Oh
him and
my
LeBron
God.
did the
Right,
podcast
why they
together.
put the block.
So
I
he can get
heard
the
that
job.
too. But
No.
you look at it. JJ's another guy who's never been an assistant coach or none
No.
enough to that. So if they don't make it to the promised land where they want to go, are they gonna fire him too?
Goodbye.
He'll be off the
Well,
podcast,
right,
that's for sure.
Right. Why would you
Two-
want to do
got
that to
2-year
yourself?
window.
When you got a guy like that, you got to make sure that his
He got
assistant
experienced
coaches-
guys.
Right. You got to bring a Larry Brown in. You
Yeah.
got to bring somebody who's been there, done that, and can be his right hand man and actually use him as a puppet.
Yeah,
Put
but
his
you don't
hand behind
think
and
you
say,
don't
"Yo,
think
do
Darvin
this."
Ham did that, or did some of the guys that they brought in? Because they
No.
brought in Phil Handy, who was with LeBron at two
Yeah,
other spots.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
brought him in because he wanted him in there.
yeah.
They can have
But they had the guy,
Right.
and like we just said, like you said,
Right.
they didn't want to pay him,
Mm-hmm.
and now you look stupid
Yeah.
because you're trying to go after him again, and the
Mhm.
team's gonna pay him to keep him from you.
Right.
You know, you had him 1st. He
Mhm.
would have came.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So y'all look at dumb right now. They look at to me, and I'm a fan. You know, I'm a Laker fan. They look real dumb right now. To me.
So, as a Laker
You know.
fan, what do you think they need to do? I mean, outside the coaching situation, but what do you think they need to do to get better?
talent level.
Well, They made another mistake when they won the championship, and you let Caldwell Pope go.
Right.
You let the kid go who's playing for Chicago. I can't think of his name right now. The guard
Caruso.
Caruso.
Right.
I wasn't so crazy about
Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Kuzma was the,
You know, him and LeBron just couldn't get along.
Right.
So him letting him go, I didn't have a problem. But those two mains, you should have kept those other two.
Yes.
There's no way you don't have to sign them for a lot of money either.
Mhm.
It wasn't cost. You wasn't
Yeah.
cost. Yeah.
They let
It
Beasley go.
wasn't costing you a lot of money.
No.
And you decided after you wanted to get rid of so many, even the kid, the guard, with the goal line in his head.
Oh, Goldie. Yeah.
Schroeder.
Yeah,
Schroeder.
Dennis
He was
Schroeder.
on that
Yeah,
team?
he was on their team too.
Yeah, he was on there.
Yeah,
He won
you
the
even
championship?
he was
No.
on
No, he didn't win a championship.
the year
He
after.
was on team last year.
Yeah,
though.
last year, and
Last year,
when they went to the conference championship, and he
He was
played
on that
very
team.
well
He
for
was
them.
Right.
One of the best
And
defenders
he
for them
didn't
in the
get that
guard
much money
position.
from the other teams.
Right, you didn't
Nobody
have to
signed him
pay
at
these
first.
guys, and you keep letting these guys
In
go.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Right, he's in Brooklyn now, and you keep letting these guys go,
But you can have him back.
and now you're looking for guys
Right.
when you had them.
What's the other guy on the Nets that they didn't
That
re-sign?
Oh yeah, even that kid.
Now
No,
Walker.
No. Walker.
Walker.
Lonnie
He
Walker
played-
Jr.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lonnie,
was
he
right.
played well
I
for them
like
too.
I like
You
Lonnie.
let him go.
Yep.
All these guys played well for you last year. Those two, and the other two was the year when you won the championship.
Yeah.
You let them go, and you didn't have to pay a lot of money for these
Right.
guys. You brought in these other cats,
But I'm hoping
and nothing. They didn't do nothing for you.
Right.
So why
We'll
you
find
disrupt
out
the
this
team
year.
like that?
I don't
get it.
think they evaluate. They do whatever they do. They
What's the
evaluate.
kid Palinka?
Bob Palinka.
Yeah.
Why is he still there?
Because LeBron ain't fired.
Oh, okay.
I don't think LeBron can fire him.
Well,
Yeah, I
that
think
would be
I
Jeannie
think-
Buss.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Genie is.
But
yeah.
you know
That's
they
a
use
man.
they use him as a scapegoat.
Well, he was an agent first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that, but they
Yeah.
use him as a
So
scapegoat.
was Leon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leon
Right.
Rose.
Yeah.
Why is he still there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, it's possible.
Okay.
It's possible that they can be setting this up for like a Reddick or something, and then have a person calling the plays for him. Another coach.
So
So then why have him?
That's very
This is
good,
what they-
man.
this
How'd
is
you
what-
come up with that?
This is what they do. And
And
hold on.
If they go that route again, that's like a Darmingham situation. If you go that route again, you're gonna have the same situation
Yo, you
again.
want me to whisper and then you talk?
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on.
Hold on,
And
wait. Let me
who's
put my
on
hand
yeah.
on the back. I got the
Yo,
puppet.
Get the water. ABC. So while I'm saying ABC.
So we just gonna have the same situation again.
Right.
So why do that? Why we going there
I know,
again?
I know
And
one thing y'all
you know what I'm
really
saying?
need to do. Y'all need to get rid of D'Angelo.
Yeah, he gotta go.
He got to
And,
go.
and
He has an option. He got an option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the option is to
Yeah.
see you.
is he really the fall guy?
He's
Yes.
in and out. He's
They-
in and
yeah.
out.
You know
He's
what
a
it is?
fall guy.
He's off
Well,
and on.
consistent.
He's off and on.
Well, you
Yeah.
got two offensive guys that been inconsistent. They don't play defense. And then the defensive guys that they got on the bench can't shoot. So, I mean, you shuffling guys in and out. Then the guy that they signed in the offseason, Gabe Vincent, was hurt almost the whole
Oh,
year.
Yeah, that
Oh,
didn't help.
yeah.
That didn't help them.
Yep.
Who else? Then they brought in
What you
Dinwiddie.
call him hurt the whole year too?
Who
The forward, the big, the
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Right.
He was
He's
hurt
another
too.
defensive guy,
Yeah,
but he
he
can't
was-
shoot either.
But he was hurt. But he played good
Right.
D. And
He
was
played
hurt
good
the whole year,
Ds,
too.
long-
Hachimura.
Yeah.
They looking to move him
Did they
too.
use him right?
No, I don't think so.
What, he's supposed to be a go-to guy?
I just asked if they use him right.
What do you think? I'm asking
What
you
they
that.
did in the
Nah,
beginning,
nah, coaching, that's-
No, I'm not asking
And it-
you though.
That's his team.
in the beginning, they messed with his. They messed with his head in the beginning because they was playing the kid Wood more than him first
Right.
in the beginning.
Right.
So it kind of messed with his head.
And
in
they
the
started
beginning.
Cam Reddish in the
And
beginning of the
before they
season
was
too.
playing with him,
You didn't
too.
hardly see him at all
Yeah,
after
he
that.
was over in the
Street
playoffs.
clothes.
Oh, he was
He,
hurt.
he didn't have no. I don't know what happened to him.
I didn't
I
see.
know,
I didn't
so-
know he was hurt.
He was in street
He was in
clothes.
street clothes?
Really, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
And
to
how
him.
does this play out with Bronny and LeBron trying to play together? How does that play out?
Well, that depends on if the Lakers want to draft him
He'll go to the
or
G
bring him
League.
into camp
That's where the
or bring him in
disaster starts.
because they can sign him as a
If it-
free
if
agent
you
and
don't
bring him
think
into
it's a
camp.
disaster now, that could be a disaster right there where they just
Listen,
But they don't have to draft him.
But why? All you do is put him at the end of the bench
Yeah.
next to Giannis'
he's not
brother.
gonna play.
And the
Right.
two of them could cheerlead.
He, right.
That's
They're not,
true.
he's not gonna play.
You don't have to
Right.
draft him.
He
You
could
can
be
bring
on
him
the
in as a
team.
free
He's not gonna
agent.
play.
You could be the 13th man on the
Right.
team.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
But
play.
then
Yeah.
you got
You just got a uniform.
right, but then you got LeBron and AD. LeBron and AD 1 year older, and AD constantly getting hurt.
So
Hey,
you
So what do you
had-
do with that?
You
I think
you
he had
said
a
it's a
decent
waste of a
season.
He
draft.
had a
He did.
decent season now, but
Oh,
next year's another year.
I predict he's gonna
You
get
trying to
hurt
say it's
next
a
year.
waste of a draft pick? He's gonna be a second round draft pick.
I wouldn't draft him.
If he
He could be
drafted.
missing.
I
He
would
could be
bring him in
missing
as a
irrelevant
free
next year and be
agent.
on
That's
a
what I
team
would
and sit
do.
on the end of the bench.
Bring him
That's
in,
no problem.
sign him as a free agent.
But
So he coming on 40-point blowouts. That's
No,
what y'all
well,
saying?
no, you don't have to draft him. You can use a draft pick
No,
for
I
somebody
understand that,
else.
but when they play together, he comes in blowout games.
Yeah, well,
with
that's
LeBron.
yeah. Well, ain't that what most guys do? The 12th and 13th
Yeah,
round?
now you're just
Right.
gonna add minutes to LeBron because you gotta play garbage time because the sun is garbage.
they better
I'm just saying.
they better make a decision to where it's time to move on and start whatever you're gonna do to
Right.
start all over.
Hey,
That's what I'm looking.
That's
for.
what they
let's
need to do
this.
long
Let's
term.
do this right quick. The teams that got eliminated in the West, we're just gonna go right around the room, say what they need and what they don't need. We'll start off with the Lakers.
Need a
What-
coach.
And some players.
That's
They
all
need a coach.
you done with him?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you need a coach, and LeBron and AD gotta hang it up. That's it.
That ain't gonna happen.
AD
Not-
especially.
Not right
Why
now.
AD got to hang it up?
AD's
He's only
younger than
30 years
LeBron.
old.
Constantly getting hurt. Man.
He
It's
didn't get
time.
hurt this year.
It's time. Stop saying
Oh,
this year
shut
like he's
up.
gonna.
You
make
going
it
about
through.
to get out of
He's
here.
not gonna make
You're
it
not
through.
gonna get rid of nobody
He's
like that at 30
injury-
years old.
He's injury
What are you
prone.
talking about?
Hold on, let me ask you a
He's
question.
He's sick. He's
prone.
Can I
played
ask-
76
What does that
games.
mean?
Can I
And
ask
he
you a
averaged
question?
30
Injury
and he
prone. What
averaged
does that
30 and
mean?
16 this year
He's injury
in the
prone. What does
playoff.
that
In the
mean?
playoff.
That means he's
So
not
what are you talking
guaranteed to
about?
play a whole
Nobody's
season
guaranteed
game.
to play a whole season.
Especially him.
Nobody.
Especially
Nobody. Nobody.
This is the
That's
passion
a
of
that's a
Can I ask you a
ain't a
question?
passion. That's a dumb
Let me ask you a
statement you're
question.
making.
You're a
You
Net
gotta make a
fan,
right
right?
statement. That's a dumb statement.
If they
you're making.
offered you AD, y'all wouldn't take him?
Hell yeah, they take.
I
it.
know they take him.
They
You ain't
stupid.
saying nothing now.
No, it comes down to contract. Everything comes down to that amount that he had. If we get Embiid right now, I don't want Embiid for that contract.
It's not about what you want.
What do you
They
mean?
don't-
He's
They not,
asking me a
they not
question.
doing nothing
He's
according to what
asking
you
me a
want, though.
question.
But they
He
not
just-
doing nothing
he
according to
just
what
not
you want.
asked me a question.
But his contract is already there. So
Right,
what
so
are you
I
talking
don't
Serge,
about?
can I
want
ask you
him
a
for that
question, Serge?
contract.
Well, you want him from less?
Serge, can
We
I ask you a
got Ben
question?
Simmons on the
Do
on
they
the
confirm
roster.
He's
with him
coming
on the
off
decisions
next
that
year.
they make?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on.
He only got one more
He's
year.
just the GM.
He only got one more year.
Right. So
So
after
he's
this
just
year,
a
we
GM.
can discuss.
All right, let me ask another Net fan.
Yeah, ask
Would
me.
you take AD if they offered him to you to the Nets?
I'm gonna piggyback on what he said. I don't think
Oh,
you need to
wow.
hang it up. No, I don't think you need
You
to
ain't
hang it
let him
up.
finish.
But he's absolutely right.
You
They
ain't let
need
him
to
finish.
take AD
Right.
and trade him for as much as they could get right now while
Right.
he's still at the top of his game.
Okay, I got
They
it.
have to start over because they're not going to win a championship with just AD and LeBron the way it is now. And I don't know if they could get a third guy in with the money that they're paying them guys.
Right, because if they
So,
talking about
It's going to be
trying
difficult.
to get Trey Young or DeJounte Murray, them dudes make good money. And what are you giving up? What would Atlanta want with
you
DeAndre
still-
Russell
you-
and Reeves?
you-
Or
you-
what do they want with these
You
guys?
still-
Give me all the
they're
draft
gonna
picks
give draft.
you
You're
got.
gonna give draft picks. You're gonna give up, and you're still not gonna have a defensive
LA
team.
ain't got that
And
many
they not
draft
right.
picks.
And they still not gonna have it. You're still gonna be in the same boat
Right.
that you're in
Because
now.
they don't have the money to pay
Before I
somebody
said
else.
before what I said before, it's time for them to move on from them both and get
Right.
whatever you could get and start all over. Look down the road. You
Right.
got to give it. You got to forget
their
this
best
with
bet.
these
But
guys.
that's LA.
Yeah,
You
all
ain't
right.
just putting out just anybody on the team.
No,
All right,
but you
what-
gotta-
what do you got, Coach?
I agree with a little bit what everybody said.
Let me
Right.
say this
Wait.
real quick.
I let you say.
All
Okay.
If you're getting one of those guys, you can't just say I don't want him
you
at
off.
that contract because if you're drafted from if you're trading from that, you're getting that contract. Now you say
He
like
don't have a say
they-
so,
they-
so it don't
right.
matter.
Okay, I'm gonna skip over you then. Okay, because Todd
Well,
said
I'm gonna
because
bring
Todd said
something
so.
up. I
Right.
mean,
Now what Todd was saying, like you getting rid of them or getting one or the other, because you're counting on AD being healthy. He was healthy this year. I'm saying it on the record now. What I think he's going to be hurt next year because he played a lot of the season this year. And you're counting on LeBron being at that same status next year. What is he?
40.
40. And you counting, on the same state. If he take enough injections, he'd be all right though. But but it's that. And the same thing with
HGH.
yeah, I'm saying that. But and then what Serge said the same thing. You're gonna have to make a move and trade one of those guys. And since AD is younger, you can probably get a better package for him, trade him, get as much as you get some draft pick because the Lakers don't have draft pick. Their draft pick, they can get a second round, I think, this year or first round, depending on because New Orleans has control of it.
Right. They
And if
do.
right, and so if they New Orleans gives it up, then they have a pick.
Right.
But if you're talking about getting Trey Young or even Zach LaVine, you're gonna have to give up picks.
Trey Young ain't the answer.
You know, he ain't because he needs
He
the
don't.
ball.
He don't play, and not even that. He don't play defense.
Not a lick.
Whoever he's guarding is going to scorch him.
Right.
So they
So
still be.
He's
in the same
worse.
boat.
He's worse than the guys they got.
Yeah.
All right, so let's swing it around. So
Excuse me.
we were stuck on the Lakers. Let's say what does the Clippers need? We're gonna go
They need a heart.
a heart transplant. All
Yeah,
right.
they
What
need a
you-
heart transplant.
What you got?
They got those guys. Those guys be in the
Greg,
hospital
you got
more than
anything to add
anybody.
on to that?
All of their players be in the
The
hospital more
Clippers
than
and the
anybody.
Lakers.
Okay, all four of those guys don't play a whole season.
No.
They all
Right.
need they all need the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So forget about that. They need 4 players who can stay on the court
What you
at
think,
the same
Greg?
time.
Yeah, you're right.
At the same time,
Clippers, well, Kawhi is always hurt, so it doesn't.
I think he's done. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They need
He looked bad
for
this
them
year.
to work what they have.
Right.
He needs to play.
He does.
He's not playing.
Right.
So that's why their game is off.
Did y'all see how he played? The last game or 2 he played.
It was helping Dallas.
He looked bad. He
Yeah.
looked bad.
He didn't look bad. Yeah.
He looked
He didn't
bad.
look good at
I don't
all.
know if he can ever come back.
And
Paul George,
no,
Harden,
not on Atlanta. You said
Trey Young.
Trey Young will be better than D'Angelo Russell, even if he don't play no D. He still scores.
He can score, but he needs the ball.
The ball and
Right.
give it to him. He can shoot from the outside.
He can. He
And
can.
make it more consistent than any of them dudes that they got.
You probably right, but he plays no defense, man.
Everyone got a person on their team that don't play defense.
Oh, he's worse
More
than
one.
he's worse than them guys they got now. He's worse because you're gonna have to compensate for him all the time because you're gonna have to help for him because he don't play nobody.
He
Bless
can't
you.
go.
Barnes doesn't play with no killer instinct. That's his problem. He doesn't have that.
Right.
He's just a facilitator.
Mhm.
He'll let the team, go
Right.
and do it, and he stand on the side. No, you should be commanding the ball,
Mhm.
and you doing something and kick it to someone else.
Right.
Not letting them just go on their own and you over here.
Mm-hmm. You
All great players don't do that.
you right about that. What do you think about that, man? We're talking about the Clippers.
All
now.
right, so I misspoke on the AD situation. I did mean trading him,
Okay.
not that retiring.
Okay.
I did mean trading him.
Okay.
As far as the Lakers,
Did your followers hit you up on that?
So you didn't pull that string hard enough?
They
No, I
they told
I had to say it, and then he realized what
Oh.
he said.
right.
Okay.
Thank you, Todd. I mean, sorry.
There you go.
Ty.
Thank you, sir. But anyway,
I gotta straighten him out.
right.
There's
I'm
a few
still
loose
interning. I'm
gears.
still
There's a few
interning.
loose gears up there. I gotta take care of.
But yeah, I feel the Clippers is like you said, they first aid kit right now. And if they don't show up, they defensive players, maybe a big man. I don't know at this point.
They got a
them
big
guys
man.
are all hurt.
They got a good team.
They got a
a
big
good
team, right? But they don't stay on the floor.
No, they don't stay on the floor.
Right,
That's
so-
their my problem.
I tell you, any team that Harden's on is cursed. You got to give it. Harden
They
is
should never brought him.
never
No.
should have brought him there.
was
They
better
don't.
with Westbrook.
What they was better without him.
And that's another.
They
He
was
forced
better.
his way out
Yeah.
and wanted to go to the
Every
Clippers.
team he
Right.
goes to is cursed.
All right, quick shout out to
That's all I got.
Anthony Irby, Dow Gores in the building, Norman Scott. Shout out to them, John Green. All right, shout out to fellas. Shout out to everybody listening, tuning in. All right, so we did the Clippers,
Well,
we did the Lakers. Let's do the Suns
Sir,
right
they
quick.
do the Clippers.
I'm sorry, sir.
That was my number one question I had, because I always put questions that I was going to ask you guys. And the first question I had was, is Kawhi done? Because I'm with Todd. I believe that he's finished. That's just not going to happen for the Clippers. And not only that, yes, Paul George and Harden and even Westbrook are really good players, but for some reason, come playoff time, all three of them disappear. They do. They got a nickname for Paul George.
I know.
Playoff P.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't show up in the play. And James Harden, the last 2 years, he
hadn't done
killed
that.
the 76ers, and he sure didn't help the Clippers this year.
No, he didn't.
When was the last time he showed up for a playoff game?
Maybe
Or
Houston.
series.
At Houston.
Probably in Houston.
Probably in
That,
Houston.
that was the last one, I think.
And he didn't have enough help to do anything
Right.
then. So
Right.
You show up in games. He haven't
Not in
showed
the
up
playoffs. I
Right.
can't remember the
whole
last
series.
time
Right.
he showed up in a
Right.
series in the
Right.
playoffs.
That first game
So-
he did work.
So
But then
I'm
after
talking about
that-
a series.
No, that's what I say. He shows up in games, not in series.
now my thing
He
is,
shows up in games.
if we see this, why doesn't Tyrone Lue say to himself, wait a second, I'm gonna sign a 5-year extension to coach a bunch of guys who don't play? Why wouldn't I be ready to leave?
Yeah, that's
Because
a good question.
that team is a
Right.
disaster.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
And no matter who the coach is, they're not gonna be any good because they don't be on the court enough.
Well,
Yeah.
what I saw, and that was, that was a game 7 with them, right?
Well,
that was 6 game or 7.
It went
Six.
6. It went 6.
I didn't see no heart. I
No.
didn't see it like we got to win this game,
None.
and you playing your heart out to get that game
But
to
that's
get. I
'cause
just
the-
didn't see it.
The Hart guy don't never play,
Yeah.
and that's Kawhi. Because when Kawhi is on the court healthy, he don't bring nothing but Hart.
Yeah,
That
but
guy's
don't-
the best player on the court 99% of the time when he's on the court, but he just doesn't get on.
Okay, well, what's the name? Play hard. I ain't gonna say he played well, but he played hard. Westbrook, and he was.
Oh, he
just-
always played
he was
hard.
throwing up
He-
bricks.
But
Yeah, he
another
always
guy
play
who's
hard.
done.
He can't shoot a
He
lick.
consistent. I
He-
wouldn't keep him neither.
He's not a guy you could count on anymore. I wouldn't want him
Right.
on my team.
Oh,
If you said if
I
if-
never wanted him on my team.
That's what I'm
but
saying. So I mean, Westbrook is a waste of time and money right now. You
Excuse me.
got a guy who used to be
Coach,
great, who's
He's
not
an
great
energy-
anymore.
He's an energy
Yeah,
guy.
Coach Kirk got
And he's not even that no more.
a 2 type of pill. Is a LeBron / Westbrook hate pill.
I can't
And
stand
whatnot,
either one.
'cause, right.
I especially can't stand Westbrook as a me and my point guard. Hell no.
In his
Yeah.
prime, he would have been okay. But
I
not
wouldn't.
now.
I wouldn't have took him in my prime. Well, remember you?
When he was with-
I wouldn't
when
have.
he was with KD.
I don't care
Right.
who he was with. I would have never took him because
Biggest
he's a
mistake the
turnover
three of them made
machine
was
and
splitting
can't
up.
shoot. You can't be a point guard and can't shoot, and you're a
Right.
turnover machine.
But
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
run a 3-point offense.
Well,
with him standing on
you
the
put up
baseline
numbers
at
if you got the
arm.
ball in your hand all the
Right.
time and you
He's
running
not
up and down the court. Yeah, you
Right.
could do that.
You can do that. Yeah.
But
he can't be standing outside shooting threes. Neither.
well, that's what happened when the Lakers brought him over.
Right.
What if LeBron got the ball in his hands? He's going to be on the wing, and you
Right.
know he can't shoot.
Right.
I wouldn't even go. I'd be this far away from Greg, and I said, "Go ahead, shoot the ball,"
Right.
because you can't shoot.
Right.
No, he can't shoot.
So
What you got, Greg? You think with the Clippers
Oh, they,
on life support?
yeah, they were done when they brung Harden. I knew it wasn't gonna work. They were better with Westbrook as the point guard. They flow better, you know.
Interested. All right, so let's do the Phoenix Suns right quick
Yeah.
because it just seems like everybody is.
You say your guys?
My guys. My KD.
It's KD.
it's a
They need a point guard. They should never trade Chris Paul.
Another team with no defense.
right.
Right.
You're not
That's
going to win in
correct.
the playoffs.
I don't see how you break a team up that got to the finals and you break the team up. You
Unbelievable.
three guard
The
got
only
three.
person you have
Booker.
left is Devin Booker.
Booker's only got left.
You know what? And he wants to. Teams are looking at him. The problem with these guys, and this is starting. You can see it. It's happening now. That three guys thing is out. Is going to
big
be out
three,
there.
you mean?
The big
The
three
big
is
three?
going to be no more in a minute.
Mm.
You gotta
You
have.
need to be
you
with
got-
Ice Cube, right?
right. You gotta have at least 2 guys. And then you got to surround yourself, just like you said, what Phoenix had before they got rid of that. You had a solid team
Yes.
with those 2 guys you had, that you had decent players around them
Mhm.
that got you to the championship, and you play with that.
Right.
Trying to get the big 3 and you get rid of all those other guys. Now you got 3 players that can put the ball up. Who they stopping?
Nobody.
And now you got no bench.
Right.
So what are you doing?
And
You can't win a game like
No
that.
point.
You're not winning no championship like that.
right. You're not.
You gotta keep those guys, those role play.
Mhm.
The best thing, you look at the role players on the Celtics. Look at Pritchard.
Mhm.
Look at that kid number 30. It seems like every time he shoot that ball
That
going
ball
in.
going in.
You know, even the big white guy, even he does
Right.
pretty
He
well.
was on the Knicks.
Look, who?
Vegas?
No, the tall.
I know who he
I
talking
told- oh,
about.
Well, yeah. Look at all those guys. They got role players on that
Mhm.
team. That's why, and they got with the 2 stars.
Right.
That's what you gotta have. You can't get rid of. You can't. Oh, let's try to get 3-4 stars on this team, and we can win the
Mhm.
gym. When is it happening?
Because they're not going to do the
You ain't
dirty
got no
work.
role players.
They're
When is
not
it
going to do the
happening?
dirty work.
Look at Derrick Rose. Exactly.
Right.
He came to Boston, became a star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
All right, so we
You know, so
we run it through the West. So the Suns, y'all say the Suns are on life support. They need a sun transplant,
They
right?
need to trade Bradley Beal.
Yeah. And
I
To
say
who?
nobody want him.
To
somebody
who?
take it. Not at the
To
money
who?
he making.
He's still a
He's
Right.
making
He's
50
still-
something
he's
next
still-
year, I think.
But he's still a player.
Yeah, he's
But
still.
he's just not fit for them.
but
So-
he
and you
can't.
got to get rid of one of them, and out of the 3,
He's the one.
he's the one. You need
He's
to
on
get
first.
rid
He
of.
gonna be in first day too.
Yeah.
He can't stay on the court.
No, he can't stay on the court.
Can't stay on
And
the
what
court.
killed me, like Durant said, the offense didn't cater around him or wasn't working for him. Him and Booker took the most shots.
Yeah, every
So,
game.
I don't understand that.
Yeah,
so
every
then,
game.
what are you talking about?
Every game. I don't get
You
it.
and Booker taking the most shots.
Every game.
What offense is not running around you?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they do. Your turn, my turn. Your turn, my turn.
Exactly.
Your turn, my turn.
That's the
what
way the
they do.
Celtics used to be.
Yeah. They still get
Until
caught
they
up
got
in
the
that
better
sometimes.
rope. Yeah, they when they
Every
lose
now
the
and then.
games, that's when it
They
happens.
still get caught up in that.
Interesting. All right, the Pelicans, y'all. Let's talk about them right quick.
They ain't got no heart. Some of those guys.
Well,
I ain't gonna say all of them. Some of them.
Is Zion the
They don't
leader?
have a true point guard.
Yeah.
They don't have a
That
true
too.
point guard.
Yeah.
They need a true point guard.
Yeah,
on
McCollum's
that
not a
team.
point guard.
No, he's not.
I'm trading Brandon Ingram.
Interesting.
He definitely ain't got no
Yeah,
heart.
hell yeah.
They say
Yeah.
he's trade bait.
You
He's
could, you
trade
could
bait.
get
They say he's
you
trade
could
bait.
get the same game out of maybe not the driving part, but Trey Murphy is a better
Good
defensive
score.
player, and
Yes.
he is 3-point
And he's
shooter,
getting ready to get paid.
and he got more
They
heart
keeping
than
him.
Brandon Ingram
Yeah.
got. I know he was hurt, but I'm not a big Brandon Ingram guy. If you could get something for him to fit,
They
the
said they're
team,
gonna do
Mhm.
that.
you better off.
That's
getting
what they're
rid of him.
talking about.
That's my
Because
opinion.
they're gonna get that guy that money. The guy you just said.
Murphy.
Murphy's gonna get the money, and they still got hope in Zion. And he's the odd man out, believe it or not. They said that.
Because
He's the odd man out.
you remember that game? What was it? The playing game where he didn't even play in the fourth
The
quarter.
fourth quarter.
He didn't play because he don't play no defense.
If he's not
He
flowing
and
for
he
you,
wasn't shooting
if
well.
his shot is off,
Right.
he's no good to you.
He's not helping you.
Because
He's
he's not good
moping and
defense.
he's
Yeah.
not-
He's not good for you
rebounding.
defensively.
And not only that,
You can
go
see
back
it.
go back to the summer when he was on that Olympic,
When the Olympic team,
whatever
right,
team that
right.
was, and he was like, "Oh, I'm the man on this team. Why ain't he's
Offense
doing
running.
that
He said he don't
KD
get
thing?
enough shots.
Why am I not getting the shots?
Yeah.
Because you're not Anthony Edwards.
Right.
You're not even Austin Reeves right now.
Right.
You just a guy whose ego is too big
Yeah.
for the game.
Exactly.
He didn't know
That's
how to
all he
play
is.
with other
With a
stars.
bruised ego.
He-
Well,
Yeah.
now it's really bruised.
He didn't know how to play with other stars.
Mhm.
He didn't know how to play with other
Right,
stars.
because you figure once Zion went down, you figure he'd be the
They didn't
man.
even go
Step
to him.
it up,
They
right.
even put him back in the game.
Right. What's that one in the fourth quarter? He didn't even play.
He didn't
That's what I'm
play.
saying. That game,
play at
But
all.
they need a real point guard. They
Mhm.
need a real point guard.
Let's
Yeah,
move-
because
let's
CJ need to
on.
move over.
Yeah.
Or
No,
move-
I
or
like
move on.
CJ. He need to move over the shooting
Yeah.
guard
Yeah.
Let's
and get a guy who.
Yeah.
But it's almost
Facilitate.
impossible because now these guys, point guard is like the hardest position to fill because most of these guys will shoot first and think about a pass later. They don't even play like that anymore.
Natural
There's
point
very-
guards. Yeah.
Right. There's no Chris Paul out there.
There's no
Even when you look at college,
That's a
these
dying
guys don't
breed.
play like
That's a
that.
dying breed.
there's no rondos.
Nah, that's a
Right,
dying. That's a dying
exactly.
breed.
Or Rondo. And now I will give you this, but even though he's starting to get a little bit too shot happy, Dennis Schroeder used to be like that, but
Right.
now he like to shoot the three
He
a little
won,
too
yeah.
much for my
Yeah.
liking.
Right.
But he used to be that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was nice the way you squeeze the nets in there.
Yeah, well, you know, I got
Well, we got a facilitator. His name is Ben Simmons.
He
Okay.
is.
But look where he
Oh,
is.
that's another question I have for you guys. Whose contract is worse, Lonzo Ball or Ben Simmons? I mean, I know Ben Simmons
make
get
more.
more money,
Right,
Right.
Ben's making more.
but the
Ball-
production,
Ball ain't
neither
played
one
up.
of them.
Yeah.
Ball,
Hold on. Did I see something about Boulder that's correct?
He
he got
He opted in.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Not
had a
the
player
team.
option. No, he
No,
got
he
a
did.
player
He had a
option.
player
He had a
option.
player
It's
option.
a
He
player.
did it.
You
Yeah,
That's
gotta pay him.
yeah, you got paid.
Yo, that's
You're not gonna
crazy.
turn
21 million.
$21
That's his last
I
year.
That's
Right.
possible.
Yo, when I thought that was a
No, that's
missing
him
when I
talking. Come on
seen
now.
that. I
If
thought
you-
it was
if
like,
somebody says
how can you
you can
say?
have $21 million.
I thought that's up to the
and you don't
team to
have to
say if
play.
we want to. But he had that in his
no, it's in
contract.
the contract.
Well,
player
that was
option.
smart. I
Right.
give him
I
that. He
think
was smart for
KD's
doing
got a
that.
player option.
Huh?
I think that.
KD
wow.
had one. LeBron has one.
There's a bunch of
D'Angelo
guys that
Russell
got that.
has one too.
Yeah.
Well, you know how people
Yeah,
have
that's
player
why he's gonna
options.
be back.
You know how people have playing options, but the team it's up to the team to opt to put you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
But
a team. Well, that's a
But
team
this is a
option.
player one
That's a
that I
player
can say
option.
I want to opt in.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's his name had
No,
one
that's
last
good.
year? Harden. Harden had one last year. I think it's a June 1st. I think it is.
Yeah,
it's the date
June 1st,
that you have
gotta
to either
do- yeah.
accept it or whatever, or you become a
that's
free
deep.
agent then.
Deadline,
That's
Yeah.
deep.
But that Lonzo Ball, 4 years, he been. Well, 2 years ago he played. He was pretty good. Then he got hurt,
He
and
got
he ain't touched the court in 2
He ain't
years.
played in 2.5 years.
He ain't touched the court. At least
2.5
Ben Simmons got 3 games in. This guy ain't got nothing. You got people in Chicago asking, why is he getting paid to do the same thing I do? Watch on the couch. It's true.
Some
It
guys
is.
are never gonna get a
'Cause
contract
he-
like that
'cause
again.
Yeah, you right
that
about
people
that.
are saying
Never.
that not getting that 21
No,
million.
they're not gonna get
Never.
that 21 million. But
Yeah.
him and Simmons are going both play this year, and trust and believe if they stay on the court, somebody's gonna pay them to play.
I don't think
And
they'll
that's
ever get
damn
that
shame.
money.
That's
I
a
would
damn
never
shame.
invest that
No,
money.
All right,
If any team invest that money in
Go
them,
play,
they crazy.
go play for your
But there's
father in the
stupid people
AAU
out there.
circuit.
They
and shit.
crazy.
There's stupid people out there.
You'll get that. What
Just
you
'cause
get
these
that
people got money
that
don't make it
player?
smart.
What's that
Right
player?
about that.
That player? What you call him? I give you that 2 million. What's it? Whatever that player option, you get 2 million. That last guy on the bench, whatever
Right,
it is,
yeah.
you could. That's the only thing you could get because that ain't even. You ain't even guaranteed to fulfill me to
That's
make
cra-
that money.
That is crazy.
Can never pay those guys.
It's
Again.
crazy.
let's move on to the East. The Magic. What does the Magic need?
They still
They
playing.
They
still
still
playing.
playing.
We're talking
Got your
eliminated.
teams that
Yeah.
you eliminated.
It's okay.
I know we missing
You know who
somebody.
they playing?
Are we?
Yeah, we missing
Phoenix.
We got Phoenix,
Clippers.
the
Looking
Clippers,
ready to play Dallas.
Lakers,
Yeah, I covered.
The
Who else?
Zion's team, right?
or the Pelicans.
Okay.
I'll cover
They
everybody.
ain't like you can't.
There you
We
go.
got-
Don't keep
gonna get
sleeping
to
on
that.
Dallas.
We're gonna get to
You'll
that.
keep sleeping
who?
on them.
We're gonna get around to.
He said they got Dallas favored to beat OKC.
They
We're
do.
gonna get around to that.
It ain't like that's
Let's
shocking.
talk about
Yeah.
the Magic right now. What do they need?
Guards.
experience.
Guards.
Experience.
I say guards.
Okay, I'll say experience.
I,
Yeah,
I
I say
like
experience.
I like what Coach said because if you look at it, and maybe he's feeding me the pill again, right? But if you look at it, the guards that Cleveland guards ate them up.
Well, but Cleveland guards is the best players on their team. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing. But I hear what you're
And they
saying.
was able to do it without Jared
And it
Allen.
wasn't
Alright.
Cleveland guard, it was Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
Because Darius Garland didn't really
Alright.
hurt them like that.
You
It
talk
was
about
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Look, not because Mitchell's taking all the shots. If Gary's Garland can play,
But that's what you need.
Yeah, but
Miles, the guy who's
he
gonna
had
take
to
over.
take over because you didn't have
Nobody else
Allen
is
in the
doing
game.
nothing.
right? That's true.
So he had to do what he had to do.
I
And
agree
Because
he
he
with
didn't
that.
have Allen, and he did. Yeah.
Oh, he can score. I'm
Yeah.
not taking. I don't want him on the Knicks, but he can
All right.
score.
Well, the Knicks don't need him now.
No, they
They
don't.
needed him before they got
Right.
the players they got now. They don't need
They
him
don't.
now.
But what
That's
I
all I
would
got.
say, well, I let y'all go. Yeah, because I
No, but I said experience. I agree with Serge with experience. Guards. I don't know who's out there who's available for them to get.
Mhm.
You know, at this point, I would have to
Well,
research that
what you
unless you
said-
get somebody off the draft.
Right.
But if you could get but they got the players. They just need experience. They got some good players.
Would
They
you
got
think?
real
you know,
good players.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this at you.
Banchero.
If they offered
Why-
D'Angelo Russell
On that team,
on that team, it would help.
that
them.
would help them.
It would help them.
I think it would help them.
Right.
He just got. I hope his attitude changes, but and I get it. I know it's not easy playing with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy.
It's hard.
It's not easy.
It's hard.
But I think.
Let's
but
not
I
make
think.
this about him.
Yeah,
No,
but I'm just
but it
saying. I
plays
think
into that.
when you say him, I think he would be better on that team
Right.
with them, and
Yeah.
that could be dangerous.
It could be.
That could be dangerous.
Right. Because
with a
they
guy
lack
like that.
outside shooting
Yeah, that could be
from the
dangerous.
guard point.
Yeah, because that guy Ben Sherrill got to come out and take
Right.
long shots.
Yep.
You know when he
But
could.
Wagner's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's not a guard.
Yeah,
I'm talking about their guard play.
a real guard.
What
Yeah,
does he play?
He's
He
like
does-
well, they got two brothers.
he's like
They
a point
both-
forward.
Right, he's
So-
a-
Big brother is the center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the other
He
guys
does-
are the other
that
guy's
guy
like
played
a
like a
small
point forward,
like,
Serge.
yeah.
He played like a point because he does handle the ball a lot.
He
for
handles
them.
the ball up.
He does handle.
But
the
you
ball
got
for them.
Suggs, you got
Yes.
Markel Fultz, and you got
Anthony.
Cole
Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
Combined, they're not great.
You don't need greatness if you got a great player in Banchero.
But that if you gotta have a guard that can shoot it, and you don't have to rely on Banchero all the time.
Now, they should have won that game. They because you got Allen out the game 3 games,
Right.
but Wagner and Suggs had bad games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was like 4 for 20 or something like that.
Because they gotta do so
Combined.
Well,
much.
the bigger
You know what I'm
one
saying?
is not that good.
Right.
The bigger brother is not that good.
Yeah.
The younger brother is good.
Because they had to do so much. The guard play wasn't doing enough where they don't have to
Right.
do as much. If they got from both sides, it makes it easier
Right,
for
but
them.
both of them were cold in that game.
Right.
So-
But they had an 18-point lead.
Yeah, I know. They blew it.
That's where
They blew it.
that's where the experience lost.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
that.
experience.
It's
So they
experience.
should've-
They're gonna be a good
They're
team.
gonna be better.
They're gonna be a
will
good team.
better.
Yeah, they're gonna be a good team.
Well, Cleveland, they gotta, but we're gonna get to that.
I ain't sold on them either.
What about the 76ers?
Somebody gonna say
That's your team?
Who gonna say break
Oh,
them
I
up?
didn't know Philly was your team.
No, you don't break
No,
up
you
that
don't
Who
team.
gonna say
You just got to get rid of Tobias Harris.
Exactly.
You got to get. He's done.
That's
He's
what I
a
was gonna
bum.
say.
You think he's a bum?
He's a
Tobias
playoff bum.
Done.
He's a playoff bum. You got to get another. He's a playoff bum.
What? That's
I don't
another. That's another question. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
They're talking Jimmy Butler because Jimmy Butler is supposedly had a little.
Oh no!
rally-
Oh no!
rally
No! No! Yeah,
the
they
other-
said
the
him,
other
but
day.
they talking also
But they need a
from the
third guy.
Clippers.
Paul
Paul
George.
George?
Paul George.
Yeah, that's another guy.
They
that
talking Paul
brought up.
George.
I think I'd rather have Jimmy Butler, but that's just me.
They were saying the
They need a
difference.
third guy.
The two, they definitely want them two. They
Right.
said those two. They said the Butler maybe not because he's starting like they figure the age. They're only a year apart in age.
Mhm.
One's 35, one's 34. What's comes a year younger than him. But they said, but to me, they saying that what's his name? The Miami guy.
Butler.
Butler's breaking down some. He's
Right.
getting injured now. He's breaking down. But Paul George is too.
Yeah,
So what's the
you right
difference?
about
So
that. Yeah,
no, that's what I don't understand. So they said you rather have Paul George, but Paul George be breaking down too.
he do.
So what's the difference? I think either player you bring in definitely help your team.
Right.
I think so. I don't think you could go wrong with either player.
Yeah, but
You
they
know.
did make one point. They said that if you bring in Jimmy Butler, you're gonna kind of put like a
Embiid?
rein on Maxey.
Oh,
Gonna try to
Maxey-
take over,
Right, Maxey should be the one who's
leading.
leading. that
leading.
team.
Okay.
And if Jimmy Butler come in, you know Maxey's gonna have to take a back seat to Jimmy
I
Butler.
kind of
Jimmy Butler
understand
not
that.
Right.
I kind of
So
I
that's
kind of
why they
agree
was
with
leaning
that.
more towards Paul
So
George.
that's the only
than
right.
him. Yes,
exactly.
you're right,
I can
Serge.
agree with
Yes.
So
that.
Butler was there before.
Right, he
And
was.
then-
Right, and Embiid
They
and him
signed
is
Tobias
buddy
Harris.
buddy.
They signed Tobias Harris and let Butler go.
Right.
You don't remember Butler said, "Oh, you want him? You think you're gonna win with him? You let
Right.
me go?
Right.
Okay,
Well, he wanted
Yeah.
to wanted to get paid.
yeah."
And I don't blame him.
They gave Harris the money. He's
Right.
a bum.
I ain't gonna say Tobias Harris is
He's a
a
bum.
bum. You only took 2 shots. You only got 2 shots. Let's put it like that.
Because he don't show up in the playoffs. Kurt, he don't show up.
But do you
It
think?
wasn't just the playoffs. This year, the second half of the season, he was quiet.
Yeah, he don't show
He
up
was
in
very
games,
quiet.
man. Now you've been on that team for that long.
Right.
They gave you that money, and I get it. Why would you take it after? Man, why I can't think of nobody's name today? After the big guy,
Embiid.
Embiid.
Right.
Why would you play third fiddle to Maxey?
You
You
should.
you shouldn't.
You should
He
be
should.
able to step up. Then.
After Embiid, it should be you,
Right.
and he doesn't do that.
That's true.
Did
He
Maxey
doesn't do
have
that.
a
But would
decent game in game 6?
What against the Knicks?
Yeah.
No,
No, he did.
he didn't do nothing really towards the end.
No, because they doubled him.
Yeah, they took the ball out.
They
his
took
hand.
the ball out of his
They
hands.
took the ball out of his
You
hand.
know.
I mean, and I got it. That by
And the
his,
reason they could do that is because nobody else was going to hurt them.
Right. They wasn't
And-
afraid.
and Embiid was on one leg.
50%. It's right.
Right,
And
Embiid
Philly,
was on one
well,
leg.
what's the name messed up too? The coach, because what's the name had a good first half, the shooter. Buddy Hield had
Yes,
a
he
good
did.
first
And
half.
then put him back in.
They didn't use him in the second half.
No,
And I
that
couldn't
was
understand.
dumb.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Because now you gotta worry about him.
Yeah.
They so worried about
They waited
Embiid.
too long to put him back
Right.
in the game.
He did. And
They
he hit, I
waited
think
too
he hit
long.
1-3 in the
Sometimes
second
coaches
half.
overthink it.
Yeah, they do.
They waited him too. He was on fire. You
Right.
got to
But
put him
one
back in
more
the game.
quick
man.
thing.
Yeah.
When Maxey and Embiid was both out this season, Tobias Harris should have been the man, but it turned out to be Kelly Oubre who was playing much better than Tobias
Yeah.
Harris.
He
And
came
that
in and
showed
took
you
over.
right-
Right.
Exactly. That showed you exactly what's up with Harris.
and he's
Because if you don't miss your top 2 and you're supposed to be the third guy, and
Yeah.
then some other guy steps up, then you're done.
He played better. He played. I
they
like
say
how he
Oubre
played
is
with
gonna
Philly.
Be out.
Who?
He probably found a new home.
Oh, really?
Kelly Oubre,
Because they can't pay him. You're gonna make money. He done earned his money.
He
this
he
year.
played very well this
Exactly.
year.
He did
earned
play
his
well.
money.
Very well this
He
year.
did play
I
well.
like his game.
He did.
I like how he played with
He
Philly.
played-
Maybe-
That's an energy guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be a mercenary and take Tobias with him. I don't know.
I don't think they keep it Tobias.
Is
Ain't he a
Tobias
free
a free agent?
I think he is. I think
Well, I
he.
don't know if he is or not, but if he's not, just trade his ass.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think they're keeping him.
All right. So what about the
You
Bucks?
can get a bag of
The
balls.
Bucks?
What about the Bucks? What about the Bucks?
Well, you said Serge a bag of balls.
Bag of balls.
What about the Bucks? So let's talk about the Bucks. They had injuries.
Yes, they
Is
did.
Giannis through?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Giannis is making me sick too.
He's not.
He's in that LeBron James mode. They want to be GMs.
Or he's a
And go-
diva?
Yeah, they want to be. They want to call the shots.
And they like him.
So-
the media likes him,
Right,
but he
so
is such somewhat of a
Go ahead
diva.
and whatever you call, whatever decisions you make, live with it.
Mhm.
I hope you'll never win again. Because I'm done with those guys. I'm done with them.
They need to
I'm
draft.
done with those guys.
They need to draft 3 positions: power forward, or get those 3 positions. Power forward, because Brook is there, right? Brook Lopez playing power forward.
Center.
Center. He's a
He
center.
plays center. when
Giannis is the power
No,
forward.
Giannis was the player.
Giannis is the power
Oh,
forward.
okay, so center,
Yeah, right?
small forward,
They got
and
Bobby
shooting
Portis.
guard.
shooting guard. They need
Yeah,
shooting guard.
They need those.
They need
So
to
they
shoot.
got. So
You
who's
got
about to
Damian
go?
Lillard.
You got Damian Lillard.
Oh, no, who's the point guard? Who's the point?
Dame.
No, so
He's
that's
the
what I'm
point,
saying.
the shooter, everything.
No, you can't. No,
You
He
talking about
is.
Middleton?
He's a-
Middleton.
He's a
Middleton's
right.
not a guard.
Right,
No, Middleton's
gotta
the
go.
other
He's
shooting guard.
Right, but
Middleton
but
play forward.
He
Dame
played
is-
forward.
Dame is playing in point guard.
And shooting
Patrick
guard.
Beverley
Right.
is
No,
the-
you gotta have somebody.
And they had
there.
Beasley
You gotta have
playing.
another-
But you're not gonna
That's
do
what I
that with
forgot
him
about
there.
Beasley.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, you gotta have somebody there. Otherwise, because look what's going on right now.
So
You know
when
what I'm
so
saying?
you got to shoot. You want somebody to shoot the ball besides Dame
I want
in the guard
somebody to-
position. Then you got Middleton, who's a
I-
shooting guard, who's a shooter.
No, Middleton
He's a
is-
shooter. He's a shooter.
Beasley's a shooter.
Then,
This team
then,
got
then,
plenty of
then you got
I was
Giannis.
impressed with Middleton.
Then-
'cause I know he was hurt.
Then you
and
got
he was carrying
Giannis
it.
who want the ball. So
The team is getting long in the team.
Yes,
too.
they are. They
Right,
are.
so you have to adjust those spots. Those spots.
I'm
gotta
not
go.
saying
Who's
I'm not saying
okay,
that you don't
Dame-
adjust. You don't
Dame
do
might
that.
be.
But if
Middleton
you
too.
looking for
Against two.
if you're
Exactly.
looking for a
And
guard
that's
to
the
come in and
position-
shoot,
That's the position.
that's
going
going
to
to be a problem because now you
Against
got
you with that.
because now you got four guys who want the ball.
Right.
You can get a shooter another guard, but I don't think he's going to be a guard to shoot be a shooting guard because now you got four positions that need the ball.
Mhm.
Because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you need more consistent. You need it more consistent. Like I said, Brook is the one that has to go.
Brook
He-
Lopez?
Yes, he's the first to go. He's
Why?
long in the tooth. He's got to go.
he got. I think.
You know what I'm
saying?
I believe that.
Not to mention, like,
Who they got
He
to
can't
replace
count-
him?
They're gonna have to
They
find
gotta
somebody.
find
They gotta
somebody,
find a
yeah.
center.
Somebody
They
gotta
do.
be
They
found.
need to find a center.
You can trade, get your center, the net
And
center.
and not
you
for
can
nothing,
take
but
Jared Allen.
they this
He
I don't
messing
think
with my
I don't
dude.
think this Lillard Antetokounmpo experiment is over yet. It's the first year they
Right.
had to learn how to play
Right.
with each other,
Right.
and
Right.
they still got Patrick Beverley.
No,
And if they let Patrick Beverley go ahead and play along with Dame, you got a guy who doesn't need to shoot the ball, who's going to play defense, who's going to
Right.
help run the team a little
Right.
bit. So
Not a
your
shooter.
problem is the center. You really need to get more athletic at the center.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Lopez because he blocks shots, but there's
He's not a
times
great
that he's right.
rebounder.
Exactly. There's times that he's just not there.
He's-
So
yeah,
That's because the teams that play against him go small, and you got to go outside and
Right.
guard these guys. He
Right.
can't do that.
right.
right, and you know this, so that's why
Right.
you gotta get rid of him.
I ain't gonna say get rid of him. I don't
Right.
know.
Well,
about
you
that.
need somebody.
Well,
He's
put him
still
on-
he's still
he'd
up
be the
there
backup.
near the leaders and block shots.
Yeah, no, that he is. I'll give him that. He
Right.
is, but he's not. He's like he said, he's getting too long in the tooth. He's getting
Right.
old.
I mean, he's
And
been in the
it's-
league a while. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to go sit with
It'll
his
be
brother
interesting.
in the driveway and
You
fight
know,
over basketball.
That's gonna be interesting, like how they did.
State Farm is there.
Right.
I was gonna say that.
How they did.
Exactly.
It's gonna be interesting how they did. Like a football this year was more exciting in free agency than the
Right.
draft. We got to see what we got to see what happens in basketball once the season's over, as far as the free agency moves and how teams pick up. Because
Now-
I really don't know who's out there. You know what I mean? Who's available?
I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
We could have sort of wrapped it up on that point, but we need to say
Who's
what
the
this-
other team?
the Heat, the last team.
Ugh.
Now, that covers the 8 teams that
That's out.
right. Well,
The Heat.
Jimmy
Heat.
Butler was hurt, and
And that
All
was
they
it.
had was Tyler Hero,
And that was it.
and he had
And
just
but
came
Tyler
back.
Hero was coming back
Right,
from
he
being
had
out
just came
almost
back.
a whole year,
Right,
and he was just coming back. So they be hurt too.
Terry Dozier.
Terry
He was
Rozier.
out. He was out.
Right.
Rozier, he was out.
Right.
Rozier, he was out.
They-
It's the pill. It's the
they-
pill.
Terry-
they
and Terry
needed some
Rozier
help.
was
He
out.
was out.
They needed
Right.
help.
Right. Yeah, they
That's
do.
why it mattered.
Everybody
because
got a first
they-
state team. No,
the-
most of these teams.
It wouldn't have made a difference if Jimmy was. I mean, I know he's talking that junk that they would have beat the Celtics. No, they wouldn't have.
No.
They would. The
And
Celtics
Knicks-
was dead.
even he's talking about the
bent on
Knicks
not
with it.
losing to
Right.
that.
Yeah, especially after they lost
Right,
him
last
last
year.
year.
And you
No.
and you heard what he
And
said
they
about the
lost
Knicks
that
too.
one
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I
he
saw
talking
it.
junk.
Yeah,
And he
said
saw
they
good
would've-
junk.
he would've
Yo,
beat
Pat
both
Riley
of
You
told
them.
see, he had a drink in
Pat
his hand.
Riley
That's
told me-
why they had the
Pat
argument.
Riley told him to shut up. If
Right.
you're not playing, you should
Right.
shut up.
Exactly.
That's what Pat Riley
And
told him.
that's
You're not
why,
playing, you
that's
should
why he
shut
ain't
up.
gonna be there because
Nah,
once they
he's-
start having that kind of rift,
Pat Riley gonna get rid of him.
yeah.
He gonna get rid of him.
So he'll be somewhere else. But what killed them was his health.
Mhm.
Even though it wouldn't have made it, that and the fact that they was the A seed and they had to play Boston.
Right.
Because had they been lucky enough to play any other team, maybe not the Knicks, because the Knicks might be the only other team, but everybody else they probably could have beat.
They probably
If Jimmy Butler was healthy, he could beat the Sixers the way they were.
Mhm.
He could beat the Pacers because they don't play no D. He could beat Orlando, which because they too young. There's not a lot of teams in the East that Miami's gonna be scared of.
No, they're
because
not
of the
scared
fact
of
that
nobody.
they got these guys, and Jimmy Butler's that dog.
Right.
So
Well, let me ask you. Before he got the man, remember Jimmy Butler? He was kind of bugging out for a minute too. The teams he was on, starting fights with the players
Yeah.
and doing all that craziness before he landed in Miami. Remember
He
that?
did it in Minnesota.
Right, Minnesota, and it was somewhere else he played. Where he played before
The
that?
Sixers.
Philly.
Yeah, because that's the reason why
Yeah.
they took Tobias Harris, because he was bugging out there too. He wanted to take over and be the man. You know what I mean?
Isn't that
Until
when
he
they
got-
lost at that last second shot? He was on the team then, right? When
What,
the ball bounced
to
around the
Toronto?
rim. Right, the
Nah.
ball bounced around
Yeah,
on the
he was.
rim.
Yeah,
he was on the
He
team.
was on that team.
He was on that
Yeah,
team.
He was on that team.
They
That was
lost.
the Kawhi Leonard shot
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
to the final.
The real Kawhi.
He did.
Yeah.
The last time he
Yeah,
was.
That was
here.
the year. That was
I
the
don't
year
know
they-
if we see
that was
him
the-
again like that.
That was the
Never.
year they got rid of DeRozan.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right.
that's how they got him. Right.
Yeah, they got him.
That's
within
how they
that
got him.
1 year. He
Yeah.
won.
But I don't know. Jimmy Butler, I don't know. I don't know what he got left.
That's
and I'm
true.
saying game wise, I don't think, it ain't not, I won't say that he don't have game no more, but I think as far as his body staying healthy, I don't know what he got
Yeah,
left.
that may be the thing that betrayed him. 'Cause I
Yeah.
still think he's a
Yeah.
dog.
He's
He
a dog.
really is. He don't
Oh,
have
without
He'll
question.
play definitely.
Yeah,
He
he's a
play
dog.
hard.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah,
But I don't know what his body got left as far as, hold up.
that's the last one of the East Day.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's all right. So what we want to do now, I just want to say this right quick. We're in the first hour, first stop to the next stop. Phone lines are open. 516 is really working, y'all. 516-206-0711. Give us a call. Let us know who you like. It's first stop to the next stop. Super Dave, Coach Kurt, Surge the Sports Star, Slick the Relic,
The living fossil.
and Todd the
He's
Magnificent.
living for a minute.
G Money in
He's
the
li-
building.
He's living for a minute. We'll see if you make it to the end of the show. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Go ahead, John. Talk to us. Hey, what's going on?
What's up? What's good?
How you like me now? We know that.
What's up, John? How are you?
Yeah.
I didn't even talk about that yet. That idiot. I don't know where
Yeah,
he
I think you're right about that. Oh, ooh,
What happened?
interesting. Happy 95th birthday to Willie Mays. Thank you.
Oh man, God bless. Happy birthday.
Thank you for telling me to close my ears, brother. But I'm gonna say this: it's been a beautiful 54 years since then. Man, ABA, I don't even count that. That's right.
I hear you.
Out in Long Island.
Yeah.
Exactly. Back then, ABA had more stars than the NBA
They
had.
had some good players in ABA.
Yeah.
They had some very... Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
And David Thompson,
Yeah.
nobody in the NBA could touch them two guys.
George Gervin too. All
And
them
George
guys.
Gervin.
They had some great players.
Artis Gilmore.
Dan Issel. I remember all them cats, man. Some good players.
Oh, shout out to my man Eric Wilcox. He also tapped in and said he don't think that Patrick Beverly will even be in the league next year.
He may not be.
That maybe he'll join the big three.
Man, please. Charles Barkley. All he did was throw the ball at the guy. I mean,
He hit the lady upside the head. That was a
oh,
cool.
he hit a lady?
Yeah, he threw the ball.
Whole thing.
He threw the ball twice, sir. They gave it back to him. And he
Yeah,
threw it back again.
I'm a
Oh,
double
okay.
down.
Yeah.
I'm a double down with some of the opinions.
My
And
thing is,
like-
why would you give him a ball?
I don't know what that was about.
Well, exactly. Why?
Don't
you don't know what that fan was saying.
Well, why would he
was
grab
an
the
Indian
bait?
fan.
Why would he grab the bait? You just don't do that.
Yo, some guy throw you the ball and say, "Here, you ugly gorilla." And now what? You don't take the bait. You just okay, yeah, you're a fan. You can say whatever you want to. No, come on now.
I mean,
Hey, John.
Go ahead, John. Anthony Edwards.
that's a no-brainer. Sir, my answer.
Andy, I don't know. You consider Tatum a young player? Well, I'll give you one. Don't leave Tatum out. Banchero. Oh, without question. Without
You know
question.
what?
Yeah, without
I'm gonna
question.
take it back. It would have to be Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you can even use them, all of them too. All four of them you can start your team with. Oh, he's gonna be a real problem.
Well, one thing
He gonna be a 7'4"
The-
point guard.
the
That's
NBA
crazy.
the NBA better hope he don't hit the weight room
Yeah.
because he's already a problem.
Yeah.
The guy gets 6-7 blocks a game and averages 20-something points and double figures of rebounds, and he's a stick.
And
Yeah.
they held
God forbid
they
he get bigger.
they held him back next that
Right.
When he matures, he's gonna put weight on. When he matures and put that weight on, that guy's gonna be a problem for real because he's
problem
a
for everybody.
7'4" point guard.
Coach Kurt,
To do anything he want to do with the ball.
question was,
He
Okay,
just
I would.
just might.
and not only that, Kevin Durant's gonna try to get traded there.
John Green asked, if you was a GM, what young player would you pick to start your team?
I would go with what Serge said. I would go with Wembanyama.
He said Ant-Man first, then he
Yeah, I
changed to
just said Wemby.
Wembyana.
I forgot
I would
about
go with
Wemby.
Wembanyana first. That's what I would go with first.
And Ant would be second.
And that
Yeah, Gilgis. I said Ben Sherry.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All
And that's
all
your
of
answer?
all of them.
Yeah. All
and
of
that's
them.
your answer, John. Well, who would you?
I'm not mad at him.
No,
I
you,
ain't mad at
you
you.
can't go wrong with either
No,
one.
none of them cats. Yes.
All right, we appreciate you. Before we let
appreciate
you
the call,
go,
brother.
before
Yo,
we let you go,
yo.
give us your picks because this is what we're gonna work on now. Currently, who you like, the Knicks or the Pacers? Okay, OKC versus Mavericks. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, see.
And you just said you would pick Shea Gildridge, so I'm not really understanding your logic.
That's
Okay.
a
I'm just- Okay.
Okay.
Is he overwhelmed? We're gonna find out. Boston versus Cleveland.
I'm gonna tell you something. We got a minute.
All right, no doubt. The Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Very
All
interesting.
right. John Green. Denver is 7, Boston at 5, the Knicks is 6, and the Mavs is 6. All right, bro. Thank you for your call.
Always, John. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah,
All
you do
right.
the same. Yo, listen. Yo, John, listen to the trivia later on. All right.
All right,
Right.
guys. I got something I want to bring up.
Hmm?
Go for it.
Did y'all hear what Kyrie said?
No.
No.
What'd he say?
He's already made a name for himself in the league.
Right.
We all know that. He said now he wants to be known for his defense. And if y'all been watching him play, he's been on the ball. He was hounding James Harden a lot in that series.
They were going
Hounding,
back.
they
And,
was
yeah.
going- He
they were
said
going
that's
back
what he
and-
wants to be known for now. It's his defense. And he said, and I've been watching before he said that.
Right.
I was watching him play in the playoff series,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I've never seen him be on the ball like that with nobody and going through picks and fighting through picks and playing. I said that's something that for him to say that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like he could bring more to his game at this stage of his career because we all know offensively, yo,
Oh, he's tough.
did
There's-
you see what he did to that kid? What's it called in the
Yeah.
corner? What he did with that ball
I
to
saw.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
like
This
he-
guy's
It's
incredible.
like he put him in a
And
whirlpool there.
It seems like he does this on purpose now. The
Right.
first half, he don't do nothing.
Right.
That second half, oh my God. It's just, he just goes crazy in the second
Yeah.
half. It seems like he's done that for the last couple of games.
I hope Luka
You know.
is somewhat healthy. I know he was
need-
ailing a
his
little bit.
knee, I think, from the
Yeah.
game before.
Right.
But he even said, and I think we mentioned it Monday, that he got to help him more.
Mhm.
He said, I got to help Kyrie more because he's seeing what Kyrie's
Right.
doing, and he's even amazed. But with that guy with that ball,
I
tell
have
you.
to say, now I'm not a Dallas fan, but I have to
Mm.
say those moves that they made, bringing
Yo,
those guys in,
that
has
big
helped
kid,
has turned that team
You
around.
see what he did to the center
Yeah.
on the Clippers, just
Yeah.
moved him.
Right.
My wife was watching a game with me and said, he can't do that. That ain't fair. I said, why not? He told him, get out the way. I said, yeah, that was crazy,
Those guys have,
man.
they have turned
Yes,
that
they
team
have.
All right,
around.
so
That was a great move.
all right, let's get it. So now we're gonna go around the room, just the way I just did it to John.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with you, the Magnificent. And I want to know the Knicks versus the Pacers. Who you got?
Knicks in 6.
Okay. Boston and Cleveland.
They could get them in 5.
Sound like you picking John Green's answers. Okay. OKC and Dallas.
Dallas in 7.
Mm.
Ooh,
Wow.
strong words. Timberwolves and the Nuggets.
Minnesota in 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, the Relic, you're up. The Knicks versus the Knicks versus Indiana.
Unfortunately, the Knicks in 5.
Unfortunately.
5?
Yeah. They look that good. I can't even. They look
Boston,
that good.
Boston versus Cleveland.
That's another one that could go 5.
Which way?
Boston.
Okay.
Okay, the
No
Timberwolves
Allen.
and the Mavericks. I mean, yeah, the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. It's not an essay.
Wolves
question.
is up one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm
They
gonna
play tonight.
say Nuggets in 6.
They play tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Nuggets in 6. They gotta keep home field advantage.
Okay, Dallas and OKC.
OKC. Period.
And how many?
You not gonna say the game?
We'll just put.
I'm gonna say OKC in 7.
All right.
What's your call before you hit Surge? Jared Allen's not coming back at all in the playoffs?
Is it
What
day
the-
to day right
I
now?
think it's day to day.
day to day.
Oh, so he can come
He
back.
got
He
bruised
come back,
ribs.
but-
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
could
he
come
got
back.
He come
Okay.
back. But I don't
Sir.
see they not beating them.
No, they're not.
Knicks at the Pacers.
You know I can't say it,
Yes, you can.
so I'm gonna go.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna go with a sweep for the Pacers.
Oh my
I
God.
don't care how wrong I am. I'm just not ever gonna get them words to come out my mouth.
All right.
That's deep.
What they
Boston-
do to you, man?
That's deep.
What did they do to you?
I told you I hate them, man. Don't let's not. You feel about LeBron the way I feel about the Knicks. Let's put it like that, Coach.
That's
Okay?
deep. That's
So
deep.
that's all it takes.
All right.
That's all it
That's
takes. You know.
The coaches
I
over
ain't
there
gotta say
feeding.
nothing else.
Coaches over there feeding me the pills, but I think they both need a hug.
Yeah, no, he need a hug.
Both
I
of
don't
them
need
need
a
a
hug.
them too.
I
I'll
got,
give you
See what I
I
mean?
said unfortunately.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a better chance that Coach will come in a LeBron fan next week than I'll ever be a Knicks fan. That's how strong it is.
That's all.
But anyway, like I said, Pacers in
Everybody-
4. I know I'm wrong, but I don't care.
All right, next,
Next.
Boston and Cleveland.
Wow.
Boston in 4. I don't even think Cleveland's gonna take a game.
Mm.
I really don't. I don't see Cleveland is a joke as far as I'm concerned.
What's the name is playing?
The Timberwolves and the Nuggets.
Not yet.
That's right. Oh, he's not. He's not starting the
I don't
first game.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
think
but if Allen's not playing, it's not gonna make a difference because they still too big for
so.
them.
Timberwolves and the Nuggets.
The Nuggets.
That's a good question. I
Because
forgot
I'm
about
following the
this.
money, and my money's on the Nuggets, so I gotta say the Nuggets. I'm not gonna mess around, and throw my money
How many
away.
games?
I'm with my man here because I honestly, truthfully believe that they're gonna go into Minnesota and they're gonna win the next 3, and then they might lose one, and then they'll win in Game 6.
Wow.
Okay.
That's deep.
Hmm.
3 in a row.
Okay.
I just
That's
think
deep.
they.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
I think
That's
that they
deep.
got enough
Dallas and
experience to
OKC.
deal with it. I'm going with Dallas, and I'm going with Dallas in 6. I don't think it's gonna go 7. I think they'll take them out before they have to go back to OKC because I don't think they want to play OKC at home again.
I
They're
thought-
gonna have to win twice in OKC if that's the case, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
I thought Serge was gonna abandon me.
No.
I thought he was
Ain't
gonna
no
abandon
way.
me there for
Ain't
a
no
minute.
way.
We had Dallas from the beginning. I thought he was gonna abandon me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly believe that Dallas might be the only team that can really beat Denver. Honestly, because of the fact, like y'all said, those trades that they made that I tried to tell what's his name last week, when he said Dallas don't play no defense, he was watching Dallas from 3 years ago.
That's right.
He wasn't watching Dallas from this year
That's right.
because Gafford, Washington, Lively, Jones,
They
and,
playing.
and even like my man Magnificent said, Kyrie is playing defense.
Yeah.
You watch. like I said, I'm a better, and I'm watching stats all the time. And Kyrie staying the steal stats.
Yeah, man.
That boy staying steal.
Yeah,
So
man.
the only person that really not paying G is Luka. on that
Yeah.
team.
And that's not true because
But
he
he's
usually
even
look at-
he's even
he
trying
gets,
to get
he
up
gets
on
a
it.
block and a steal
Yeah.
almost every game.
He's
Okay.
even he's
Those
trying
guys
to do
are-
it. They
They're
playing.
whole like the
They
announcer
playing.
said. They're a whole different team
Yeah,
now.
they are.
They're not the Dallas Mavericks where you come in and you got to beat them 140 to 138. No, that's not happening no more.
Nah,
They're gonna beat you 100 to 98 if they have to,
yeah,
Coach
and they
Curry.
can still beat you 140 138.
All
yeah.
right, Coach Curry, let's go.
I like that
Knicks
team.
and
They
the
nice.
Pacers.
Knicks in 6.
Boston and Cleveland.
Boston in 5.
Okay, Denver and
Denver in 6.
OKC and Dallas.
OKC in 6. I don't think Shah's gonna make the difference. I think the other kid, J.
Williams.
Williams is gonna make the difference.
He gotta make the difference.
He got to make because they're
For
gonna
them
try.
to win.
They're gonna try to play
For
hard
them
with.
to win, he
Right.
gotta make the difference.
He got to make the difference. Now, I do think
But who did they beat in the first round?
The Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Yeah.
Pelicans is a
Swept
joke.
them.
Yeah, I do think that Dallas, if they really want to, they can beat them up on the boards because that's
OKC's missing a veteran.
right. Yeah, that too. And they're not a big
They
team
don't
on the
have no
boards.
veteran people.
They're
Right.
not a big team
And
on
they're
the
not a
board.
big team.
That kid, what you call him? Oh
Holmgren
my
is
God, what
big,
he's gonna
But
do
he's
to
not-
Holmgren?
He's another
Yeah.
one with the
What's his name? What's that guy name?
Gaffett.
Gafford.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it either. I mean, well,
After what I seen him do
Yeah,
to
yeah.
that kid on the Clippers, what he'll do to that pole?
yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And I'm
All right,
gonna
Greg,
say
And I hope
the
the refs
That's the
don't
only
cheat.
problem.
that,
Yeah.
that guy Williams gonna have to deal with
Knicks versus the
Jones
Pacers.
and Washington. They're gonna
Yeah.
have 3 or 4 guys they could throw at
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
What you said? What you said?
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6.
Boston and Cleveland.
Boston's gonna sweep Cleveland.
Ooh,
I say so too.
I gave them one
is he
game.
playing?
Yeah, so-
Porzingis?
Yeah.
Didn't I?
You got to.
I don't think he's starting
this.
So he not
Not yet.
starting.
Wait, in 5. If he was playing,
They might hold him out the whole series. They don't need him for Cleveland.
If
They
we-
may
if
hold
they
him out the whole.
right.
They might hold him out
If
the
they
whole
win the
series.
game, first game, second game,
Yeah.
he's not coming
They're not
back.
gonna hold. Why would
Right.
you?
Denver and the Timberwolves.
That's a tough series.
I'm just gonna give Denver respect. Denver in 7.
OKC and Dallas.
Dallas is 7.
Hmm.
The West Lane is too young. They don't have no veteran. I don't care what Kate whatever. his name is.
I believe that,
Shai
that
Gilgeous.
series. Whoever
They
wins,
don't
Denver,
have
Minnesota. I
no-
believe
Yeah.
they
no
going
veteran.
7. I don't think that's gonna be.
Yeah,
Their whole team is that. Yeah.
you true about that. Yeah, you're
Nah,
right.
I think
it's gonna take 7 games to
What
get a
do you
win
say?
out
Right.
of that.
Yeah.
I think Minnesota got to win that series.
I like the Knicks in
Stay up.
6.
Of course you do.
I like Boston in 5. Give or take, Cleveland might show up in one game. I'm gonna go with Denver in 7.
How much you want to bet?
What was
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! He's itching.
what was your pick on Denver before they lost this game though?
I still was picking Denver.
I
And how
think
many games?
my prediction was going to be
Yeah.
a dog
I
fight.
thought Minnesota would
And
give
I
them a
believe-
hard way.
I believe it's still going to be a dog fight. I believe it's going to go 7.
I think it's going 7. Whoever wins, I feel is going 7.
Right.
Whoever wins.
And whoever come out of that, I believe, going to
If they can't
Yeah,
figure them
I agree
out,
with you too.
if they can't figure them out this next game,
Which is tonight.
Who
it's
can?
over.
Who can?
Oh,
Denver.
they go
Denver
down
can't
0-2,
figure them out.
It's over.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be
they
hard.
better figure them out.
But
It ain't-
again,
it ain't
Tonight is
Edwards.
adjustment night.
Edwards is not the problem. He can score all he wants. They need
That's
to
what Todd
play
said.
more.
no,
more
that's
of
what
their
Serge said.
players
Mhm.
To
Serge
give
said that.
Jokic
Right.
some
Rest.
breathing.
I'm gonna tell you
He was
something,
terrible.
and
Oh,
he
you
did.
say give Joker some rest.
Yeah,
I'ma
I'm
go
go
with-
with
He looked terrible.
Do
He
your
was
last
like,
pick. Who you?
I'm going to go with
Dallas and
Dallas in 7.
One thing I can tell you, if Minnesota wins tonight, I still feel it's not over.
Okay.
Denver still could come back. That's how good they are.
Right.
They can
Yeah.
still come back. They got a
Yeah.
good coach too.
Mhm.
They can figure it out. Even you don't want them to go down 2-0.
No.
But
Right.
even I don't think the series is over if they go down 2-0.
I hear you.
I feel the series
They
is
could
still
go to
not over.
Minnesota and beat them.
Yeah,
like
I
they got
still
beat.
think. Yeah, I
Right.
still think
I-
the series
see.
is not. Even if they go down, you don't want. Like I said, you don't want them to go down 2-0. No.
Mm.
But I don't think the series is over
Right.
Because Denver,
I don't see
like,
that happen.
I'm like this,
But
like,
they-
sir,
they-
you
They
gotta
should,
beat Denver.
but I just don't
to
see
beat
that
Denver.
happen.
Right, yeah.
Until you beat that, until you
I
get
know.
that fourth
But
win.
he's
they're
stuck
always
on
in
his
it.
way. He
Right.
plays
They
his
always
guys
in
that
it.
he
So I
knows.
don't care if they
that
go
he
down
trusts,
2-0.
let's
You
put it
gotta
like
keep
that.
beating them
Right.
until
So
it's done.
we gonna talk
They
about
tough.
we gonna
They
talk about
tough.
the Knicks for a minute,
Yeah.
being that we brought up that. But what I wanted to point out, like how we were saying what people need and like hiring coaches. I think during the playoffs and the championship, I don't think any transactions with the teams that are not involved should be going on. There's a time and a period. That's how they get tampering charges and
Right.
stuff like that. You talking to other teams. Oh, if Embiid say if he was mad, a good scenario would be, I got this text today, Golden State or Miami or New York.
That he's talking about going there?
It's
Could be a
speculative
spec-
talk.
Okay.
I haven't heard him say anything, but you're going fishing right now, and it really doesn't matter. And let's make sense of it. Nothing's helping your team at this moment, making transactions when they got free agency
Right.
time, they have everything, and so like even to me, even naming a coach at this point in junction, it's only news. It's not helping you.
No.
Not helping you at all.
No. Because you may be jumping the gun.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
true.
I just wanted to get that off my chest.
All right.
And I think that should be pliable. Baseball, World Series, and the playoffs. Oh, somebody that's lost. You might fire a guy, but hiring a new manager during that time, that's not helping nobody.
Speaking of baseball,
NFL,
I don't understand
Same
how Miami trade your best hitter and trade him to
Don't
San
say
Diego.
somebody.
San
needed it.
Diego. I don't get that.
They rebuilding.
Rebuilding, that dude is not old.
Yeah, but he's not what they want. Evidently, they don't want to pay him for one thing because he gets paid, and Miami's always on the cheap. So it's just like.
But why you say give him
Tampa
to San
said.
Diego? They not in the same division. I can see.
No,
them.
but
All right.
this guy was the batting champ 2 years.
Okay.
What are you trading him for? That's a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not old. He's a young guy.
Well, they got
Now he's not a great fielder.
They got 4 younger guys. That's cheaper than his salary combined. They
Is
it's
he as
about
good as
money.
them?
There's some
Are
money
they as
there.
good as
It's
him?
about money. It's not
Yeah.
about how good he is.
That's true.
And
but
he was DHing, as a matter
He
of
was
fact. He
DH.
was leading off as
I know he's not a
DH.
good fielder.
Switch gears with y'all for a minute. I'm saying it here and right now. I think the Rangers got a good shot to win the Stanley Cup this year.
I believe you're right.
I think they got a very good shot to
believe
win
you're
the Stanley Cup this year.
well, let's talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
Ain't none of us know hockey. But go
I
ahead.
We're
know they
sports-
play. I
we're
know they
sports
playing
show.
good hockey though. They
It's a
playing. Rangers is
cold,
playing very
cold,
well.
cold world.
I know none of us know hockey.
Yeah. But I think they got a good shot.
Yeah, they do. They definitely.
I know it's a bunch of white guys running around on skates.
They got a brother on the
That's a
Rangers.
brother's
too.
Yeah, they
man,
do.
too.
They got a brother on
They
the
do.
Rangers,
They do.
and he plays. It ain't like he plays.
Y'all ready for some trivia time?
Right.
I knew that was gonna start the trivia.
Anything but hockey.
NHL.
Go
Yeah,
for
that's
it,
the
Coach
first
Sir.
question.
Okay.
How many black guys besides the guy on the Rangers play in the NHL?
It's probably about 10.
No, they got a few guys
It's
in
probably
there.
about
guys.
10.
Yeah.
I bet you it's less than 10, and I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. Look
Because
at
I don't
that.
believe there's 10.
I think
black
it's
guys
about
playing
10
hockey in
It's
the whole
usually
world.
been around
Yeah.
between 6 and 10.
We're not counting Mexicans because I know they had a Mexican too. So
No. I'm talking
we
about black
count
guys.
brothers.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
There was 8 guys that have been MVP in the NBA, never won finals. Can you name them?
Name all 8.
8 guys have been MVP of the league.
MVP of the season
And have
Oh, for the
and never
season.
for the season.
Barkley's on the top
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
he's
list.
Bar-
Barkley's
top of the
won.
list.
Barkley's
Barkley's
won.
on the
He's the first one
Who?
you think about.
And B so far.
Embiid has never been to the conference final too.
Right.
Right, you're right. He's
Shout
not.
out
He's
to
not even
Mahomes,
been to the conference final.
Karl
Al
Malone.
Pino, D. Middleton, Jimmy
What-
Gatt.
what'd you say?
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone is one.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose is another.
Derrick Rose. Yo, what you call him?
Cam
Never won
Parker.
MVP?
Who?
Patrick Ewing? He
No,
never won.
never won MVP. No,
He wasn't good enough with Michael in the way.
I got. That's another question. I'm
He won
gonna
an
give it to y'all
NCAA
too.
championship.
MVP.
How many left?
Three
7?
left.
3?
3 left.
James Harden,
No,
Russell-
4 left. I'm sorry.
Russell
James
Westbrook,
Harden.
right?
Yeah, Harden,
Westbrook,
Westbrook,
It's two more.
Irvin.
Two more left.
Gervin was never
He
MVP.
was never MVP.
Charles Barkley.
He was
That was the first thing
one.
they said.
The first one.
Yeah, he's the first one. Everybody knows.
All right,
him.
we just check.
You know why
Huh?
everybody know him? Because
Two
Shaq
left.
keep reminding him.
Two left.
Karl Malone.
Yeah,
We did call Malone.
What
Yeah, I said Carl.
what era?
both of them guards.
Both of them guards?
Both of them are guards.
Gary Payton.
Nope.
No.
Peyton
Jason
was-
Kidd.
Nope. Neither. It was
Oh,
never
Steve
MVP.
Nash.
won.
Nash is what.
Steve Nash.
Nash won back to
I
back.
was just trying to spit them out. Warm
Keep
it up.
spitting.
And then who's the,
Nate Archibald.
He was the MVP.
I don't think Nate was MVP.
Isaiah.
No.
Isaiah won.
Isaiah
Isaiah
won.
won.
Maybe one, but then you know.
Yeah, Isaiah was the
Another
MVP
guard?
in the
Another guard.
final.
What era?
See if I tell you.
What decade?
Yeah.
Well, eventually we gotta figure it out. Eventually you gotta-
Just tell us what team and we'll figure
No,
it out.
no. Yeah,
If I tell you the team, you'll know who it is.
Phil
Don't
Chanel.
tell us the team. Don't tell us the team.
If I tell you the team, you'll know
Just tell us the
automatically.
decade.
East or West?
70s, 80s, and 90s.
No. Higher than that.
Right?
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2000.
Shout out to Chris White.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2000.
Chris White. Jay said Chris White. I
That's
thought
a
he meant
guard,
that's who he guessed.
Don't get Chris started.
Graham.
Oh shit.
Damn.
He says Chris White says Steve Nash. I never got that.
He said Steve Nash.
Yeah, one more.
Said Steve Nash.
2000.
2000. I'm gonna say 2000. It could be the late 90s.
I
but
know
think it's
who.
2000.
Iverson.
There you go.
Damn, that's
yeah.
easy. Iverson.
Good one, Todd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they gonna call
Okay,
you magnificent.
Since
for nothing.
you mentioned about the Knicks.
Oh, real quick. There's
Yeah.
34 brothers in the NHL.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
I told you.
Wow.
That's like one a team.
Wow.
Yeah,
There's
just
34 teams in the league.
Yeah, I was about to say
sir.
that too.
I think it's 32.
There's 32 hockey teams.
Yeah,
Is it that many?
yeah, there's
Wow.
that many.
It's I tell you, they coming up.
Yeah, they give one brother a team.
And
but
what
then
you
one
call
team-
it, if you know,
two teams are supposed to have an extra one.
It's a-
Everybody got one.
it's a spokesman for the NHL now.
Is it brother?
Yeah, Sue fan. You know
Okay,
that guy.
yeah.
Sue, yeah, he's
Yeah,
like the
Patrick
Oh, yeah,
Super.
yeah,
yeah, he's like the spokesman for
That's,
the
that's
NHL
right.
now.
That's right. He
and
is.
he's the brother.
I see him on the NHL
Yeah.
channel
That's
sometimes.
what next week.
Right.
Next
No, you
week,
don't
instead
accept
of
it, 'cause
coming
when
to
you
the
watch it,
show,
you see
we
10
all
guys
going
out
to
there
the ice
yelling at
bar.
the brother.
Get our
Okay.
skate on.
Yeah.
All right. We
More likely
we
to
gonna
see him
stick.
in the ice capades.
We're gonna stick with basketball. The only player to win MVP in the finals and lose.
Jerry West.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
One.
Jerry West.
That's
Good.
an easy question.
Good
That's
one.
Boston.
They
That's
wasn't
the
saying it,
60s.
man. They wasn't gonna say it. That's a good one.
No, that definitely
That
was.
was
I
the
remember
Knicks.
that.
It took me
Yeah,
two,
yes, it
two-
was.
Yeah.
took me 2
Yes,
days
it
to
was.
figure that out.
Okay. Who's the only player to play for the Knicks that was
MVP or what?
in the season? Season.
Go ahead, White.
Matter of fact,
Hold on, White.
Willis
if
Reed.
I take
It was
there you
Willis
go.
Reed.
It was Willis Reed. Matter of fact, Willis Reed was
the rookie of the year
an All-Star
All-Star
MVP
and the regular
and the
season
Finals
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
Go ahead, White. Tell
He
us
shouldn't have
what
won
you-
MVP
Tell
for
us
the
what
finals
you like.
because he barely played.
Talk to us.
All is
What's
well,
up,
my
man?
brother.
All right, so who you like?
I thought you was one of them MVPs that didn't win the final, brother.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would.
Knicks versus the
We
All right.
good, we
All
good,
is
man.
well.
Knicks versus the Pacers. What you got? Give me the number,
How many
bruh.
games?
The
How
Knicks
many
in
games?
what? Boston at Cleveland. Answer the question, please. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You're doing great. Denver versus the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Magnificent putting that out.
Mhm.
Yeah, sleep when you're dead. All right. Who you like the who you like in that game?
Wow.
I'm just saying Joker, just for the Joker. No, not I mean, he putting it out there. I mean, think about it. If you tie it, you don't axe out the game. Like, can I get a blow or something? I need a second.
They wasn't taking him out.
Right, but he was in. So I'm saying, no diss. Let's see. And I believe they got something up their sleeve for Minnesota. But who do you like?
Was the coach?
You said the Nuggets is 7, but watch out for Minnesota. Okay, the last game, Dallas and OKC.
He's slightly on his feet though. I like how they play.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
It was in that playing game. That's it.
Last
They
year,
were
right?
playing last year.
The youngest. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. All right, so what else you got on your mind, sir? Like, I appreciate that. Like, yeah, that was some good perspectives on Dallas and Minnesota, Denver. Yeah. I look. Yeah,
Not the whole panel. Not the whole panel. We got an intern in there.
Yo,
Wait,
listen, we got 4 of them that's not really knowing stuff right now.
put yourself in that category.
I thought he left me and you out, Greg. I don't know what he was talking about.
I got one more. I don't know if you're a baseball guy, but you know.
Hey,
Okay.
well, you answer this one
Go ahead.
and don't Google it. Go.
You ready? Former MVPs in baseball that have played with the Mets.
I know one.
Former MVPs that have won the MVP
Willie
that
Mays.
played with the Mets.
Yeah, Willie Mays.
Willie Mays.
Willie Mays is one. Go ahead.
John Olerud,
No.
Eddie Murray.
I got him.
I'm trying to
Bobby
How
Bonilla.
many is it?
It's
10.
10. Yeah, Tom
10.
Seaver.
Was MVP?
I thought he was.
No, not MVP. He was
he never
Young.
won an
Keith
MVP.
Hernandez.
Might have been.
Huh? No, not MVP.
Go ahead, say it.
No, because he said Cy Young.
No,
Not
it
Nolan
don't
Ryan.
matter, but he might have
Nolan
been.
Ryan was never MVP.
Right.
Cy Young, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But there's been pitchers that
Yes.
Right,
Danny
right.
McClain was an MVP.
Right, right.
Yes, he
was.
was.
A Cy Young winner.
Yes, he was.
Just because you're a pitcher don't mean you can't be the MVP.
Right. It's rare, but it has happened.
Mike
yeah.
I
Piazza.
think Kershaw
No,
might have.
Piazza was never
Gary
MVP.
Carter.
Nope. Neither
No.
one of them was. Bobby was never MVP.
I'm just spitting names, trying to get it out.
We got 2 so far. Willie Mays, Keith Hernandez.
Wow.
The white
Yeah.
Cardinals.
St. Louis.
Cardinals.
St. Louis.
1970. Roger.
Who?
Willie Mays. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, he talking
I
about
said guys that played
that
with
played
the
for
Mets.
them.
but-
any Met has ever been an MVP.
And you may be right. The Mets have never had it. Was never
Their own MVP.
Right,
They've
they-
had guys who played for other teams that
Right,
were MVP.
but not for the Mets.
right.
at the time.
Mets have never had an MVP.
Right.
No,
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
There's 3 teams,
I
but
think
we'll go-
White might have been the closest one.
right closest.
I don't
No,
know.
Piazza.
Maybe.
You're a baseball guy,
Yeah,
man.
but
We
I'm
need,
not-
we need,
But you picked the wrong team.
we need Dana here.
Fence sitter. He's an ex-Met guy,
Yeah, he is.
so he might know
he
it.
play it
I
off
don't
like he
follow the
ain't.
Mets like that, so
Well, all these guys play with the Mets.
with
Y'all should
other
know some of
different
these guys.
teams. Yeah. Oh my. That's right.
Where's that
Oh,
at? Where's that at? Where's the
Come on,
Bronx
man,
at, man? Bronx ain't nothing but Murder Inc. That's it.
There you go.
You got a shot at live. What part is that?
He ain't saying it. Yeah.
Move up.
The Northwest side.
Oh, you hell.
Right
Mhm.
across the
You, Chris, you know, I know, Chris, you know, I already know where you at.
Oh, Roberto Alamo's not there.
Roberto Alamo was MVP.
I thought he was with Baltimore.
I don't got on my list.
Uh-oh.
I don't got on my list.
I think Coach Kirk got hung up on one.
Look it up. See. I don't know.
Was maybe it wasn't. Maybe that's
Rusty Starr.
No.
He said Rusty Starr.
Okay, I give you one. One was the manager for your team,
Joe Torre.
Joe Torre. Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Yeah. Now we go.
One was another one that played with the Yankees. Played with the Yankees, and he was nope,
Ricky Henderson.
nope. Ricky Henderson was MVP. He did play with the Mets.
I know that's right.
Yeah, okay. I'm going farther back though.
No, A-Rod ain't the Mets.
This guy played with the Mets near the tail end of his career, but he played with the Yankees. MVP with the Yankees. MVP with the Yankees. Played with the Mets near the end of his career. If I give you another hint, you'll figure it. No.
Robert Ventura.
Robert Ventura.
Man, I'm spitting names.
I give
Just throwing him out.
Robert Alma,
Yeah, he's not.
He's
I
not-
thought he was, but
yeah.
he wasn't.
Okay, Coach Curtis safe.
right? No. If Roberto Alamo wasn't a Sandy Alamo, it definitely wasn't.
So,
But he wasn't never MVP.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. This guy was played in the 60s.
Joe
Played
Pepperton.
in the 60s.
Played in the 60s and the 50s. With the Yankees.
Not
Tell
Howard.
him, man.
Huh?
Not Howard.
No.
Hang out.
And he played for the Yankees?
Yes. I would like to give him up. Yogi Berra, okay?
Oh,
Yogi Berra played with the Mets at
Yes,
the
he
tail
did.
end of his career, and then he managed. He was a
Man,
Man,
even
you
I'm not
coulda-
old enough to remember that.
well, you know who Yogi Berra is. I said that's when he played.
Wait back. Why don't you
Okay. Wait,
how many-
Serge should
I
know
mean,
it too.
I know who he is. Still got 5 guys.
5 more.
You're gonna have to start giving
And
me-
one of them is a pitcher.
all right, that'll
one
work.
is a pitcher.
now-
One is a pitcher.
Now one is
I never said it wasn't. It wasn't the guys that you mentioned.
right. That's hard to
Pitch for the
He pitched for the Mets.
Oh, Brett Saberhagen.
No.
Phil Necro.
No.
Santana?
The guy from last year.
There you go.
The guy from last year who played with the Houston Astros.
There you go.
Oh,
Verlander.
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 Verlander was MVP.
That shouldn't have counted. He wasn't even a Met long enough. Come on. He Met-
Okay, I got. But he was
4
a Met.
months.
1, 2,
You still got 4 more left.
3. Yeah, 4 left.
They got Murderer's Row on there.
4 left.
He might. Players.
4 other players that
No
were
more
MVP,
pitches.
that were former MVP but played with the Mets.
Did they play first?
Two of them did.
Play first base
2 of them played first base
for the Mets.
for the Mets.
MVPs.
Yes.
I said Eddie
Yeah.
Murray. You said no.
No, it's not Eddie Murray.
I said John Oliver.
No,
You
it
said
wasn't John
no.
Oliver.
Who played for?
Chris Chambers. He didn't play for the Mets.
He wasn't an
I'm
MVP.
throwing it out there now.
Spit
Yeah, you
name.
might as well just throw out names, right? Why
Okay.
not?
Okay, I'll give you one. This guy played with Boston.
Oh,
Bog.
Mo Vaughn is one.
Move on.
Mo Vaughn is
That's what I kept calling Eddie Murray. Hey.
3 more.
Don't-
Another one's
Hey.
the first baseman.
Hey. Don't be criticizing me on the show
What
like
team he
that.
came from?
I didn't mean no malice.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another lifeline.
Give me a position.
I
First
tell you,
base.
first
Yeah.
base.
What
Another
team,
first
what
base?
team he won MVP for?
Big Red Machine. No, he didn't play with the Mets, did he?
Nope.
Yes, he did. Tony Perez played with the Mets.
He
I
did.
know. I mean, he played with the Big Red Machine. I don't know about
Right.
that.
So who's the
Um,
MVP for the
Played with the Mets. Big Red Machine.
This guy
George Foster?
There you go.
Oh!
There you go.
played first base.
Yes, he did. He played first base when he
And
played the
right field.
outfield.
Yeah.
I thought one of y'all.
George Foster played.
George Foster.
Yeah, he played first.
You could have
You
gave
know what-
us.
You know what it is? These guys are MVPs on other teams, then they come to the Mets and
Right.
they
Right.
become
They reach
MVPs.
Relics.
Okay. Yeah.
I love Willie for the Mets.
He only turned 55.
Yo, he said
I know, but I'm
93.
just saying.
Yo,
He
he
was
said
an
93.
old man when he came to the
I
Mets.
remember we went.
He
was
batted
little kids.
214 on the
We
Mets. He
ran up
wasn't
to-
even the most
We ran
valuable
up
player
to
on the
him.
team.
We like Willie Mays. He's like,
He was
I want to
done.
go home.
Yeah, he was done when he came.
Y'all was calling Willie Mays' name. He
What's
was
the
like,
other
"Where's my
position?"
cane?"
Yeah, 2 more. 2 more.
Surge is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
What's
2
the
more.
other 2 positions?
Matter of fact, these guys was with the Mets, left, and became MVP.
They left. Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent is one. One more.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mitchell.
No, they left the
There
Mets.
you go.
Jeff Kent was.
Trevor
He
Mitchell.
left the
And the
Mets
only
and he was
reason
an
why-
MVP.
Went to the Giants and hit 50 homers.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
I remember that.
Kevin Mitchell.
We solved it. Thank you.
Yes. we
And I thought he would move on too.
did.
pills. Stop taking the pills.
He made that one-handed catch with his hand.
Right. Right.
That's what
Yeah.
I don't remember him for nothing else.
That was
50
good,
home runs,
Coach.
nothing.
That was good. You had it all on the wire.
Yeah. Last one.
Uh-oh.
It's a short one though.
Real quick.
Only 3 teams in the MLB have never had an MVP. We already said one.
The Mets.
The Mets.
Mets was one. Never had an MVP.
The Mets.
Who? They never had an MVP. They played. No, never.
You didn't hear what he said? He got all 3 answers.
I heard him. I just ignored it. Tampa Bay is one. Very good. Very good, Chris. That's almost as good as not stopping at both. Right.
Miguel Cabrera was the MVP for them.
And what's his
And
name?
Giancarlo,
And
right?
Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah.
Washington.
They had
I
what's
was
his
just about
name?
to say the Nationals.
The guy.
Soto.
on-
No, not Soto.
One
Bryce
on-
Harper.
Bryce Harper was MVP
Yeah,
there.
Bryce Harper.
One more.
Toronto.
They had Vlad.
Right.
They had
Who was it? Who was in the
Texas.
last year? Who was in the finals? I mean, the championship game, the World Series last year. I'm sorry.
the Rangers.
And who
Texas.
else?
Texas.
And who else?
I forget. Who
That is the Rangers.
Oh,
Who did they beat?
Houston.
No, it wasn't Houston.
Houston's sucking this year. Oh
Who
my
did they beat
god.
last year? This is terrible.
Yeah.
Can't remember who was in the World Series last year. That's because I didn't
Phillies?
watch not one inning.
Yeah.
No, because Philly's
Philly lost. No, wasn't the Rockies.
Padres.
Nope. Yes, they did.
Who did the
Wait a minute. I get to you, Chris.
Texas play?
Yeah, who did Texas play in the World Series?
Arizona.
Oh yeah, they ain't been around.
Diamondback. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. The Rockies, I think, had
That's terrible.
what's the guy's name?
Cena.
They had a hitter. The guy you said.
Yeah, they had a. I can't remember his
That guy's
name. For the Rockies, he was MVP of the Rockies.
Either Walker or Helton, one of the two.
Yeah, there was one. I think it might have been Larry
One
Walker.
or two Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Larry Walker. I think it was.
All right, Larry Walker.
That's it, but that's it for me today.
All right, so the game started at 7:30, correct?
7:30.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's go Knicks. All right, Chris, anything else? Because we're going to talk about what the Knicks might need to do.
I gotta love. You gotta tell me.
That's true. They,
Oh, she's Mrs.
No doubt.
I hope he plays. I hope he plays.
They go because what you call them don't stop running. The Pacers don't stop running.
Right.
40.
Well, they're gonna rebound. Knicks could rebound.
But not real quick. I was talking to Tom Thibodeau, and he said he's gonna see if he could play 4-on-4.
All right, let you go. We're going to have to silence the support star. We have to. All right.
All that.
That'll work, Chris.
We are out.
All right, Chris.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Chris,
Thank you.
we trying. We trying.
All right, peace. That's his regular
That's
spot.
his regular spot now.
It's a regular spot.
Yeah, we
but-
squeezed him
Hold
in.
on,
Yeah,
hold
he
on,
got-
hold on. It's not his regular spot yet.
Yeah.
He's still on
He
probation.
was over
Right.
there.
He's still on probation.
He was sitting there and we had a table there for
Right,
him
check
over
this
there.
out. All right, so-
I gotta. I got a quick question though.
He's still on
Any of y'all
probation.
put the milk carton out with Anthony Green's name on it? Because I haven't heard from him in about a month.
I talked to Green. Green.
I talked to him this morning.
He put on that Chief sweatband
Wristband,
and it
right.
broke out. And now he can't talk no more.
He's
Is that what it
down
was?
south. He's down
Green
south.
said he
looking
was
for a
going to
house.
catch up with Matt and whatnot. He's in Georgia. He did.
Yeah.
He called us. He checks in with us every morning
Yeah, he
almost.
calls in the morning.
And he
yeah.
give us the business.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, Dave, you got to get these phone lines together, Dave. I'm telling you right now.
We got it today and he didn't call.
He ain't call, I was saying.
So, I mean,
We
well,
back on. If you out there, Anthony Green.
Yeah, he's looking for a house.
Yeah, he's handling business.
so, he's
Yeah,
in
well, Matt's
Georgia.
not far from where he's at.
So shout out to Anthony Green and shout out
And Matt
to
too.
everybody else, Matt Brace,
That's right,
everybody else listening.
That's right.
in.
Mike is in
Panda.
Atlanta too.
All right.
Penda's up here and everything like that. That's why he didn't call me. He
Shout
didn't call
out
me.
to the whole
He
crew.
didn't call me for his
everybody
boss.
listening.
Yeah, Mike is
all the
up.
Florida guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, Noel Franco on the check-in. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Greg, Showtime.
yeah. Rest in peace to Al.
I
Oh.
think you
Doug,
put
yeah,
that
rest
out.
in peace,
Yeah,
Al.
Oh,
And his
yeah.
family.
I didn't know who he. I don't
Yeah.
remember him.
He was a flagger.
He flagged for a little bit. Yeah, he did flag for a little
Wonder
bit.
which
He didn't
one
look
he
familiar.
was flagging.
His face didn't look familiar.
He worked
Yeah, he used to
in
work at. He
Euclid.
was a platform guy at Euclid.
Uncle, you don't know Al Eel?
I gotta see. I gotta see his
He
face.
sent the thing.
I sent the
I
thing.
seen it, but it was, I looked at him and he looked familiar.
Yeah, I showed you.
I
I
don't
got
know.
it again. He was a platform guy at Euclid.
Right, right.
Yeah.
right.
I don't know if you remember Jerry. What's Jerry last name? Saunders? I think it was Saunders. Jerry was the platform guy. He retired. Al took that job after that and had it for a while. Yeah. But
Yeah, rest in
Good
peace
guy.
to him, man.
Yeah, good
I
guy.
seen the pictures.
good man. Good man.
But,
But,
nah, as far as the Knicks is concerned,
Alpino, go ahead.
they look clutch right now. They hitting shots. Their
Poster.
offense look
Middleton.
good, man.
Mhm.
Like I can't even take nothing away from them. I want to take
Vic
it from them
Graham.
Why?
because I don't like them.
Christopher.
What they
Murray.
do to you? I
First
understand
thing,
his
I already
plight.
told you I told you how I became.
Kurt, how
a
could
Knicks
you
fan.
say that? What did he do? What did LeBron do to you? How could you say that?
Well,
What did LeBron do to
I'm
you?
gonna give you an example of what LeBron
Not
did.
personally.
But,
no.
but LeBron is at sea, but he keeps showing up. Why is he here? Why are we talking about him now? Oh, that's a good example.
Or let him be, right?
Well, I took the pill already. So
Yeah.
come on.
Take
Yeah.
another one then. man.
No, I mean everybody else took it. Even Todd was like fed up to hell with him.
He's a Laker fan. He's supposed to like him.
But he's fed up with him too,
Oh, okay.
to a degree.
I didn't hear him say that. But
Well, look,
No, I'm fed up.
You
with
know-
that.
you know the dude. Well, see, look, Kurt trying to smooth it out.
Mhm.
He didn't hear it. He want to hear these things. He go home and strike out. He got a little LeBron beat up doll at home.
Oh, I like to put
Go
it.
put
I
pins
mean
in
to
them.
cut you. I like to put it. My niece graduated from Florida A&M.
Nice.
Oh,
Friday.
good. Congratulations.
She's got her doctorate. She's Dr. Janae.
Go ahead,
Ryan.
Oh, that's
Doctor.
great. That's great. Congratulations.
Proud of you, baby girl. I love you. Continue the success.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
Good to hear.
She gonna need a loan to pay back that dumb loans and what that shit, man.
You got that right.
All right, so we'll take up a collection for. I'm gonna start off with $1.
Every little
Can I
bit
get
counts.
two? Can I get two? Can I
Every
get
little
two?
bit counts. So that's it.
The
Mongo
living
got all the
fossil.
money. Don't even
All
worry about it.
Yeah,
He's
that's right.
paid.
Yeah.
Pockets are fat these days. Don't even worry about it.
He said, "Could he breathe for a minute?"
Yeah.
So
Right,
well, man.
let's
Let me
get
get a year to stack.
let's
Yeah.
get back. Let's
Yo,
get back. to
any
the
ailment,
Knicks.
she can get it out for you.
Okay, okay.
She can stretch your muscles. a little bit.
Same thing. Just get some Bengay and rub it in
Icy hot,
and
right?
stretch in the
Yeah,
morning,
Like
right?
cheaper.
Yeah, you have her. You're right.
So anything, I mean, we all pulling, most of us are all pulling for the Knicks. Let's get it right.
He
All
said
good.
most.
Pulling for 'em.
He said most of us.
I'm just
Right.
making a wise choice.
Is that what you call it?
A wise
Trader?
shit.
I'm not being a traitor because I think Boston's gonna take him
Okay,
out.
so
Yeah,
next
but
week
the Knicks are not
you're
playing
not being
Boston.
a
though.
trader. Next week I
I'm
want to
saying,
see you
Oh.
with a
Both
Nick
of them
hat
get through
on.
this. Nah, that's never gonna happen. Ever.
Why not?
Ever.
If you could choose them, you could wear the hat.
I'm just choosing them because I don't think Indiana have enough.
I would buy you a hat, but I don't even spend money on blue and orange.
Unless it's the Mets, right?
That's even
He's
worse.
not a Met fan
on,
That's
either.
man.
even worse.
He's a Yankee
Oh, no, that's
fan.
like
That's
all,
even worse.
all of y'all Jet fans. My bad.
Right.
I'm a
All of
Met
y'all
fan.
Jet
Get this right. Mets, Knicks, Giants.
Giants are not blue and
Never.
orange. Giants are not blue and orange.
Doesn't matter. They close
Right, they
enough.
part of that group.
They blue on the outside,
See?
orange on the inside.
Right,
Oh,
right.
shit.
You just
You
don't
already
see it.
sitting at a table that you shouldn't be
Right.
sitting at. That's why he's
Why?
not permanent.
Why?
Because it's all Jet fans over here. That's
So
why.
what he's saying
You
is,
know, that's why.
Neither one of them.
Yeah.
that's why you over there.
You know
So-
what my team is.
Who you got football team?
It's the
Don't
Dallas
say
Cowboys.
Dallas.
Oh,
That's
God.
why you on the couch.
Oh,
Stay on the
my
couch.
God.
Stay
Yeah.
on the couch.
Philadelphia 76ers since I was 12.
Yeah, you said Philadelphia. Okay.
So you got something.
didn't
with-
know about
You got
Dallas.
something with stars and red and blue, and blue and
I
white.
didn't know about Dallas.
Cowboys with the Jack Oak league.
Yo, let's call up Eric King
I
right
fe-
now.
So I'm
Like,
really,
yeah.
so I'm really sitting pretty up here now. Wow.
Sitting pretty.
Got Jets and Cowboy fans.
Sitting pretty.
What make you sitting pretty?
Yeah, why you
good.
figure you sitting pretty?
Shout out to George.
You're a Steeler
Yeah.
fan.
Right, King.
How you sitting
That's
pretty?
right. We up here. All right.
All right, well, so listen,
You
man,
was- you was up there.
right
We up
quick.
here
We got like 5 minutes left, and what we want to do cover, or what we want to, not throw no shade, the ones that we, New York hard, we just hope and like just acknowledging that the Pacers do run like 10 people, and they are running gunning machine, but they are a little lax on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we do need to try to extend our rotation and our bench and play extra people. But
Is that knucklehead coach gonna do that?
well, but I'm not gonna take no digs at him. I'm trying to be focused and we're trying to get it right. And
Take digs at who? Tips.
Tibbs, right.
You do it most of the other time you do it.
Exactly.
I'm trying to stay
Hey,
positive.
You're trying to be in the
Playoffs
middle.
They in the
Yeah,
playoffs
you on that
now.
fence again, is it, man? You on that
See,
fence again.
here we go. So
They in the
this
playoffs
is
now.
so even though you was giving out the pill, your negativity's not bringing me down. I'm
Not
rooting for
negative.
the
I'm just
Knicks.
telling you what it is.
Because no, you're not telling me what it is. What you're saying is something that I'm not trying to do. That's all. I'm
I
trying
would
to
say that. Yeah,
root
I got
for the
that.
Knicks. Right?
Okay.
And I'm hoping that he do the right thing. So, and your body of work will speak in the end. So that's all. That's all it is. Either he gonna do right and run the players, or we'll be talking about it. And if it's over for him, and if he's going fishing when the time is right, I have my share to give him. I'll dish him up properly, With that said, y'all, anybody else want to add
I got a
something to
question.
the Knicks? Go ahead.
Quick question: if they lose this series, you think they'll fire him?
No.
He's getting an extension.
No, I don't know about extension, but
Yeah,
he ain't firing him.
He's gonna get one.
They're gonna wait till they get. What they gonna do with Randall?
What about him? He's still on the contract.
So
Aye.
they're gonna give him that chance to have Randall on the team.
He
You
had
know what I'm
Randall on
saying?
tape. Randall got hurt.
Yeah, but Brunson is playing out of his mind right
So you
And
still
now
need,
you got-
you still need another star. You need
No, that's
another
what I'm
star.
I don't think Coach Kurt is really the spokesperson for this. But anyway,
You can keep on
Game
asking me
7,
questions.
I got.
Keep on asking me
I know
questions.
a guy, but
You want to talk to a knowledgeable. You want to talk to a knowledgeable guy. You talk to me.
Yeah, well,
If you want tickets, you talk to Dave.
there you go. There you go.
if you want to talk to somebody to fool himself, continue to talk to him after the show.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 minutes. Good show, y'all. Good
Yes,
show.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
All
We had
right,
a
so
great
let's
show.
wrap it up. Let's start it off with our goodbyes. Magnificent.
I'm going somewhere. Oh,
Okay.
now it was a great show. Thanks for all the listeners. Thanks for everybody who chimed in. And as always, we appreciate you guys. We couldn't do this without y'all. Thanks a lot for taking the time out to be with us.
Once again, thanks everyone. Kenny Atkinson, get that Lakers job. I'm rooting for you.
They can't hire nobody till after the season.
Matter. It don't matter.
That's
Get
why
that job.
you're what is he again? An intern. Go ahead.
Just want to thank everybody for listening again, and appreciate y'all. And y'all have a great week.
Go ahead, Coach. 1
Pat-
minute.
Power to the people. Let's go next.
All right, let's go, Nick. G
So
Money.
where's it?
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, good seeing you.
All right, let's go, Knicks. All right, Margo, take us home. Thanks for everybody tuning in.
He
We'll be
looked
back
like he
next
just
week.
worked a double. I don't understand.
Here we
Ain't
go.
he retired?
Here we go.
He looked like he just worked a double. How you tired and you retired? Welcome to retired life. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, wow.
I did that Saturday. I was up from like 4:45 to the night. Yo, I went to bed. I was out. I was up all day. Straight.
That's one of the beats you made up. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna shout out KC next week.